All right.
Hitting it, nothing happening.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
This is an impromptu panel. It's not about vets necessarily. It's not about about anything actually. So it's open for discussion, even though it's just the four of us in here at the moment. I am
It's just a
talking
general chit chat. Open to whatever you want to talk about.
exactly.
Tulsa
And
backwards or whatever.
Tulsa backwards.
Can we talk about Asian girls? Or no?
Yeah, you did that. No, well, I mean to a degree, but you're good. Hi,
Get
Bill
that picture. I get that
Admin.
picture that Bell sent me.
Gil, good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Like I said, what's truth? How you doing? This is not necessarily about vets. It's about anything. We were in the middle of talking to some other people. We decided just to go ahead and open up the panel so they could float over here. That's about right, wasn't it?
Yeah, there were 9 people there. So Sticky said you hate him right before we left.
What do you mean I hate him? I
just go by what he posted.
do it.
Bud hates me.
I said I okay. I hate the Well, I don't hate Sticky.
No.
Limey, good to have you in here. So yeah, we were just on Upstate Audit's panel. He had his Wednesday show for vets. In case you guys haven't been there during Wednesdays around
4 o'clock, 4 Eastern time.
Eastern, yeah, and it's he does a vet panel when he can get vets in. Either way, it turns out to be a good show. You go over topics about like today he did some on suicide, which I went over as well. That's a good topic to keep bringing up.
Hello, Gil. Welcome. Limey, welcome. Got to cook dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Y'all saw a curse. I really love the Oh, did you ever figure out a banner, Stevie? Really?
I've been working on it. I've been thinking.
I actually used your already work, your the P for Vet stuff. Well, you see in the page, right? I thought that looked really good. Maybe, and whatever extra else touches you would want, add to little thing, whatever to,
Citizen Not, welcome.
Yes, how you doing, Citizen?
I forward you that his email wanting us to choose a date, so you should have that.
Right. Thank you so much for that offer. Me and KY are really looking forward to it.
Yeah, we appreciate all veterans, whether you're from, even if you're from New Zealand, Australia, or England.
That's we won't hold it against you.
We won't hold it against you. Hey, if you were able and willing to do that, no matter what country you're from, well, I'm sorry, but we don't accept Taliban veterans.
There you go. Oh wow! I never would. I swear to God, I'm like, I will take it.
No, I got a message from someone who said, I got a friend who's a Taliban veteran. I said, well, more power to them that they're able to speak yet.
Exactly.
I hope you didn't tell too many people he's a Taliban veteran,
Oh
He
my
may have
God.
some kind of accident. You know, he's in the wrong country for announcing that I'm a Taliban veteran. You know.
Could you imagine if we were in this? We go out to feed, right? Me and Barton, we're out there, we're passing out. We found us a camp. It turns out they're a Taliban camp.
Yeah, a certain other veteran camp might have something against that. Yeah.
No. But that's kidding. It's not funny.
Having a blast. That's what it's all about. If we can make people feel better and better about themselves and others, then we're doing our jobs. It's just that simple. If we can make you smile, then we've done our jobs. Even if it's just a little bit. Gotta cook dinner. What kind of roadkill is it, Limey?
That's so sick.
Eddie John, welcome. Good to see you.
I've been working on my lasagna sauce since like
Ah.
10 this morning, 9:30, 10 this
You
morning.
already ate that 7 pounds of lasagna you had?
Oh my God,
Oh, yeah.
he does,
I
dude.
live
That's
on
so
lasagna.
ridiculous. He needs to
I
like
live on
email
lasagna.
me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you put it in one of the coolers with a little 4-pound block of dry ice and mail it to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. You could do that, you know, because they mail food now, which is. Have you ever done that? By the way, I've talked to some people. I thought it looked stupid to begin with. Why you would?
No,
send
no.
that.
When in the 80s, I was at Fort Riley, Kansas, and there was a captain there who was in the commander of the unit next to ours, and he was from Milwaukee area. It wasn't. I don't remember. He wasn't right from Milwaukee. He's out, but he knew about Usinger sausage, and he was talking about, man, we used to cook these great brats from Milwaukee. I said, Usingers? He goes, you know about them? I said, I'm from Milwaukee. I mean, everybody knows about Usingers around Milwaukee. And it's like Kringle. Oh, he said, you know about Kringle? I said, oh, yeah. You know, you can order that stuff online. He said, what? I said, yeah, you can order Kringles and Usingers online. All you do is go to their website and order, go online and order. All you use a credit card. They'll ship it to you. He said, will they ship sausages? I said, heck yeah. We were off duty, so it wasn't yes or no, sir, because we were off duty. We were having drinks. I was in the brigade staff, so I was a staff NCO. It wasn't like I was just another lower NCO in some line unit. So it was just the brigade staff that was there at the bar.
Oh, nice, citizen. Commander's on board.
Oh, good. Commander and I served together, citizen not. Him and I were in the same unit for a year and a half. Chewed some of the same ground. Shoveled
And
some
yet-
of the same snow.
Never met each other.
Never met. Well, we may
No,
have.
we don't. You don't know that.
I
Actually.
don't know because
run right by his ass, stood next to him in the chow line, something, and not noticed it.
yeah,
That's
or
just- wow.
stood next to him in formation.
Exactly. That's amazing. Commander's good people too. So-
I should ask him. I'm going to. And he was there then. When I first got there, the lieutenant colonel from my armor unit gave me an Army Commendation Medal. He traveled all the way from my last unit because his sister lived about 30 or 40 miles north of where we were stationed there. And he said, I just hit the sergeant up on the way and present him this in front of his new commander and stuff. So they brought me up in front of formation and awarded me that medal. NARCOM. And he probably remembers that. So
Yeah, well, I'm still I gotta give him a call tomorrow. But the thing with Knot is really cool, dude. That's gonna go out. I'm excited about that. And now you're gonna have KY. You're gonna have Commander. Both are vets. It's almost feel out of place. You know, I'm just saying.
We can get a hold of Ashamed and
Yeah.
get him and a couple of his buddies that he has in his show that said they were willing.
Well, right, but remember he's limited how many people he can have on, so he's that's why he just said Commander is one of the confirmed people. So me, you, two.
Well, I thought he could have 10, or is it only 6?
I think he can only do 6. But yeah, get a hold of him. And KY, you sent me an email that would be perfect if we can get even more people up. But I think Citizen Knot is doing a closed panel and we're invited.
Right, but it's going to be closed. But I think he can have. How many people can you have? 6 or 10, Citizen?
Right, but
we do the same thing. We close the panel. It's not open. We invite certain people.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I think he's the one that wants to invite the people.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Jesus,
you can only stack them so high, you know.
Stevie.
Yeah, and then they start squealing.
No,
now.
They
now.
start.
You start making noises.
You're evil. Wait, StreamYard is having a sale. Well, I already have StreamYard.
Yeah, we already got it for a year.
Yeah, flipping YouTube would have a sale. I was thinking about doing a trial, but waiting until I want to download something or something. I was going to ask you when we should use it. Because we can get a trial.
And you heard nothing back from. Oh, they're looking for your meds. That's right.
No, it's just I'm gonna keep a good scent because of UKY.
You know it's coming.
I know, but that's what saved me right there because that's been. Yeah, who goes through this? I'm just waiting for his tire will flatten or something tomorrow. It doesn't seem to want to stop. It's like God, they approve me, but then they can't authorize me because there's a glitch. And
they approve you, but they don't know where you are. We approve you, but we don't know what we did to you.
They have no idea where my medicine or anything is. I'm like, why? Who does that? You sent the medicine to some odd store that. I guess that's all right. Whatever. I don't care. I shouldn't bitch. I'll get it. Like you said, KY, it was starting to freak me out, but it's like, whatever. I mean, it's not good, like she said, that every day that goes by with my blood pressure and levels is high are insane.
You're doing damage to your body.
Yeah, they are. It doesn't matter. But at least I'm getting them. It's not like I'm not going to get them.
Right. Oh, hello. You can turn your camera off if you want. It's up to you.
World.
Hey,
everybody.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Right.
I've had so many hours and hours long phone calls in the last 24 hours, and Limey's excited, and Commander sounded excited.
Oh, and
I'm
excited.
hoping it'll work out where I can upgrade before the stream so that there's more slots on the panel. I mean, I'm hoping. We'll see what happens, but it's on the list. I actually put on paper this time instead of it just trying to be in my head. But they were doing that sale like for $10 a month for the basic upgrade, whatnot. And I thought it seemed like a cool thing to give a shot to, Because if you only get 6 and I take up one of them.
At least 5.
and then I have to have a co-host because I do all this stuff on my phone and he's got a computer. Not to mention we just have great chemistry.
Well,
But then
there
there's
you go.
you and K. There's Bud and KY. So then that just leaves 2 spots. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've kind of been up all night. I'm tired. It's almost bedtime.
You were co-hosting us. That leaves 2 spots. Yeah.
Yeah. Commander was
That's
happy
one
to come,
spot.
and he'll work with us if he's gonna have no problem dropping down after you guys have a little chat and you want to bring somebody else up. So if there's only 6 spots, people can swip
Come and
swap,
go. Yeah, yeah.
so it won't just be a bummer or anything. But yeah, I'm taking notes and trying to work things out. I can real quick. I found a cute little spotlight video thing on TikTok where it'll be easy to screenshot like your channel, your YouTube channel page, and then just crop it down to the main pictures, the name of the channel, and whatever. So it'll be so easy to make like spotlights, little TikTok spotlights, and then I can throw them into the editor and put them all together, so it's just one video for the YouTube side.
Nice.
I am snarking fest, so I'm silly and everything's, I'm not a professional in any of this. I'm just living my life, and what I want, and I've always, just had a heart. I ran that little thing out of my yard every Saturday. It was called Saturday Share. It's it's Saturday. If you have an emergency in your family and need to make it to Monday till something's open, here I am every morning, every Saturday, 10 o'clock. I'm not there anymore. It's over. But it was great. And I had a lot of trouble getting people to participate. They would come by. They would look excited. They would promise. Some people came by. It just, I've got this crazy whole structural layout of Shell's piece on Facebook with groups and all kind of crazy stuff. And I just couldn't get people to actually participate, put together the team or whatever.
I hear you.
Yep.
And I couldn't do it all by myself. But
No.
over the last couple of days, I've got a team of 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at there's 4 of us.
See?
Yay!
Yeah, we're here for you.
No, I mean, I just got a friend to volunteer to do. He's a graphic guy that used to work for Disney, but now he doesn't work. And he's like, "Sure, I'll pitch in." And then I was telling him he needed to start a YouTube channel because he's got the technical skills. I said, and if you're having any problems with creative ideas, I got them coming out of every orifice all the time. I got ideas,
Come out the butt.
But I'm really excited. I'm trying to work it out. You guys, line up whoever you want to come. I'm kind of reaching out to see if there's any vets that I can get my whole. It's not a thing that it's not my thing.
Hello, Jim.
I'm not even sure who's a vet and who's not, unless I do know. But I'm sure y'all have some, right?
Yes. Well,
And Belle, is Belle gonna want to come in?
Belle's in the chat right now.
Yeah, but I mean, does he ever get up on channel? Is that
Oh, sure
him
he does.
over
Sure he
here?
does.
Where am I? This way? That him?
Yeah. Yeah, he comes up on panel.
Hello.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, how's it going?
Best I've ever been.
Well, good. Glad to hear it.
I am too.
How
Thanks
are
for
you,
hearing it.
KY, Bud,
Hey, Jim.
Hey.
Mayo, Bill Hamer?
Mhm. Hello,
Jim,
Good
Jim.
citizen, huh?
hey, I'm sorry about the other day, brother. I meant to call you,
Not a problem.
but I was telling KY today. I hope you're still, because I got a whole topic I wanted to bring up to you.
Okay.
Bud's got that CRSA. Can't remember shit anymore.
Hey, I know exactly how he feels.
Well, it's
Back,
more
get back,
like
get back, get back.
CM, CGM can't get his medicine.
Yes.
Oh,
How's
Lord.
everybody been doing?
Been getting by,
Did
getting
we
better
did,
every day, but it's still bad.
yeah, did we fare the Turkey Day pretty good?
Yeah, yeah, we did.
Okay. Good, good.
There we
I
go.
had a good time. I had to eat twice, so
Man,
once at my granddaughter's and once at my daughter's. So we couldn't all get together. So, you have to make room.
shit, you should let me know. I would have taken one of those meals. Yeah, we were going somewhere, but they ended up canceling on us. Hi,
I did.
American Amy. Thank you
Oh,
for
is Amy
stopping
here?
by.
I did like an 11-hour live stream Thanksgiving Day because I had no plans. I didn't have to cook, but I didn't get to really eat anything good. But hey, that's okay. I've been cooking for 30 years. It's good to have it's good to have it off. Plus, I did a live stream and hung out with my buddies all day. Well, I'm gonna get off here. I just wanted to come touch base with y'all and I just yeah, I'm so excited. And I'll check my email and all that. So it was good to see you. Take
Okay,
care.
and we'll get back with you on the day.
All right, babe. Bye bye.
All right, thank you. Who's got the TV on? We're getting a strike for that.
Uh-oh. I'll get
Someone,
it. I'll get it. It's mine.
yeah, we don't. I'll mute his mic until he. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, we can't have that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just jumped in. I happened to be surfing and I saw you guys and I said, "Oh man, I better get in there." Did I lose somebody?
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, my neighbor had their trailer stolen right off the back of their truck.
oh man.
It was hitched to their truck. They were at a job. They went inside. They pulled up next to the truck. They
Hold on.
unhitched the trailer, hooked it to their truck, and took off. That's just terrible. You
That's
know
terrible.
why?
Was it a work
Why
trailer?
didn't you have a lock on the hitch? You know?
Was it a work trailer?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You wonder why? Why didn't you have a lock on the hitch or a lock on the safety chains so they couldn't take it? And lately, what they've been doing is going to the shopping malls and with a truck with air bottle in the back, a big air bottle, and airlines. They jump out, they hit the valve, it pops your car up. They get with the saws off, chop. Your catalytic converter's gone. They hit the valve, it drops down. They throw them in the back, and they're gone.
Yeah.
And they'll do 3 or 4 cars in a lot, and then come back an hour later and do some more cars and do some more cars, and they'll hit 15 or 20 cars a night.
Yeah, it's amazing how we let them sell them because that's
Yes.
completely illegal. It's like a felony to sell it and felony to buy it from someone who can't sell it. But somehow they get away with it.
Yeah, that's how chop shops. They've got a illegal source that they sell their parts to, and
Well, I
Some
know
people
they're
need to
cutting
go
them
to
off
jail.
at the salvage yards. They're really getting strict. I know. I was an electrician for 25 years, and whenever I took wire to the dump and to collect money for it, they really got strict. They wanted ID. They wanted everything.
yep.
So they're getting pretty strict on that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I
but you could
know
bring.
when I was working for PG&E, they on the inner, the most inner part of the wire, they would have a little tattoo print of PG&E embedded in the wire itself. So when they stole wire from PG&E and took it to sell, they
Yep.
could catch them.
Yep. And then you have the people who melt the copper, so then they don't have to work. That's their workaround. They'll sell it. They'll
Right.
melt it down into an ingot, and here I got an ingot of copper.
Yeah, but that costs money to melt it down.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Most of those guys don't have any
They
money.
don't bother with that.
Yeah, it costs you $50 in propane to melt it.
Yeah, for $40 worth of copper.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I just wanted to stop by and say hi. I've got dinner to go to, so I'll leave you guys. And Bud, anytime you want to get a hold of me, have you got my phone number? I'm sure you do. If not, I've got yours.
Let me check. Let me check. I think you gave it to us. Let me check.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It ends in 8.
Yeah. You guys.
I got it. I got it.
You can just give me a call anytime. Long. We're 3 hours different, so don't call when you get up in the morning.
Well,
because it's it'll be about 4 o'clock in the
no,
morning.
you're the same time as he, Bud. He's in California.
That's right. You guys are in California. Okay, never
And
mind.
I'm the only one in the group that's not in California.
Yeah.
It's other than Bill and I.
Bye.
All right. Maybe we can get the upstate, and there's a couple other people. Oh, he's just. Hey.
man.
We still live here?
Yeah, I think we are.
I don't know what happened. I'm in the middle of throwing lasagna together, so I'm kind of listening in one ear and stirring with my other ear.
Yeah.
I started putting it together. I'm like, oh yeah, noodles. Everything's ready, and like, oh noodles. Oh, I forget noodles. So I'm a little. I got a 15-minute wait for a noodle thing right now. They're almost done. So Air Cooled came by today, and that was cool.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he lives by me. I gave him some little Volkswagen buses. I don't know if you saw that, but
Oh, yeah.
it's cool. It was good to see him. I gave him some. I got pomegranates and persimmons and some mandarin oranges.
Nice. Volkswagen buses, eh?
Volkswagen buses. They're little. They were like Bluetooth speakers, but they're also a radio, they're also like they're just a speaker.
Oh, I
But-
get you.
But they look like a Volkswagen bus, and you can put a card or whatever, or you can stream it straight from your phone, or you can do Bluetooth.
All right. Jim just called me to make sure we were connected and that we had the right number.
Cool. Yeah, what happened to him? I had to go and.
He had to go to dinner.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Amy, welcome. Came in while I
Yeah.
was talking to Jim Busby.
Yeah, she popped in just to say hi.
Well, that's good. Hey, we'll take it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you get that email I sent you, Bud, about the card?
Go check.
All you need to do is change the T and the O to capitals.
Right.
And I checked it. Like I said, I used my phone to send you that email to make sure that the QR code worked. They worked just fine.
When did you send that one?
Yeah,
About 2
QR
hours
code
ago. About 2 hours ago.
And you sent it to Bud, right?
Yep, my drawers.
Nope,
Be for
didn't get it.
vets. Be for vets. If it's the QR, it's be for vets.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there it is.
It works.
They're cool. Welcome.
Speaking of the devil.
The beginning of the devil.
So very cool.
Nice.
Lately, around my neighborhood, has been a lot of vehicle thefts. About 6 or 7 cars in the last 2 weeks. Nothing in my general neighborhood, but within a mile of me.
Well, car thefts are going up because all the used cars and stuff are becoming hard to get.
Harder to get. So, yeah.
It's amazing how that worked out. Oh, hey, Air Cold. Good to see you, brother.
Let's go. Hello, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Welcome in.
How do you spell air cool? Spells it however you want.
We're all weird and different. That's what makes us special.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bart didn't show up. Or Ginger, she said she wanted to come. Next time we had a panel, I'm going to call her.
Hey, dude, call her now. Tell her what's up.
Mouse is lost.
All online. You can hear you wake you up.
Stevie needs to come down here. We need to go to like Tommy's original. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah.
Just literally just go and get a Tommy's burger from the original one up there at the Dodger Stadium. They're just phenomenal. Well, they were. I haven't been there in a little while, but I used to go to Tommy's all the time.
It's a burger thing.
Yeah, it's a chili thing. Chili burgers, chili fries.
Oh.
It's just yum yum. Trust me, it's tasty hood. That's right. We'll have tasty Tommy tonight. And thank you, let's go. That's the other thing I didn't want to bring up to him. You never dress up to go to Tommy's. Oh, hell no. Because they swamp their burgers. They make them nice and worth the money. It's everywhere. It was almost like, that commercial from Carl's. If it's not in your face, you're not in the right place. If it's not all over your face, you're not in the right place.
Or like
But
the
they're-
Red Lobster thing when they had the all-you-can-eat shrimp.
Oh, God, yes. I love that.
You had to wear like bibs and stuff.
You bibs. God, I love except my roommate hates fish. He eats fish food of all kinds, so I never get signed up
Yeah, I
buying my
don't
own shit.
I don't eat any fish. No fish. Except I'll eat
Cod? Are
cuttlefish.
you serious?
I'll eat cod because it comes
Yeah,
with fish
come on,
sticks.
dude.
They
What?
disguise it.
What? What? Oh my God! Wait, you did not just say that.
They disguise
That
it
is-
good enough.
It comes in fish sticks. Okay, look, dude. You want to get you a good cut of cod. I mean, whitetail, and eat that with some like homemade mashed potatoes and gravy and some, I don't know, some like smokehouse beans. And then you eat, oh God, the tastiness of it. Well, I'm just saying. Now, of course, some people don't like using tartar sauce, but I make my own. I don't go out and buy it. I've tried all these different brands of tartar sauce, and some are too much, some are too little. I take it you really ain't into fish, any of you guys. Anyone? I mean, does anyone eat fish on this panel? What the fuck is with you people? Fish is good for you, right? I mean, wait a minute. How in the hell do you not eat fish?
If it makes it taste like a French fry, I'll eat it. But if it tastes like a fish, fuck no.
Look at this guy.
Like a trout, like a bass, that's fucking so nasty. Fuck. That's the worst shit ever. But yeah, cod. If you could make a fish stick and trick me like it's like a French fry with good old sauce on it.
No. Butter fried trout, fresh fried trout early in the morning. Oh, for breakfast.
Thank you, KY. Finally. I mean, come on, guys.
I told you my mom's property we have up there. There's a trout stream there.
Right.
All you need is a simple any kind of fishing pole, a simple 1.5 or 2 pound test line, 20 feet of fishing line, a bobber, a small bobber, a one split shot, a little hook and a worm. You throw it out there, put it about 18 inches below the surface. You wait about 10 minutes. Fish. Throw it out there. Fish. Throw it out there. Fish. I mean,
there's something in there. Oh, good. Yeah, but seriously, why don't you tell them that these are contained fish? You could literally go up there and fall face first in and get
and grab 4 or 5.
Right. So I'm just saying, that's why I say any pole, but I would love to go there. Love fish. Love fish. And when it's like he was saying, when it's cooked right,
yeah,
put a little lemon on it, dude. Seriously, it's to die for.
See, my problem is I was a Boy Scout.
Look, hey, Lulu's here. Lulu.
Lulu.
We
miss
have
Lulu.
butter. We didn't have salt. We didn't have oil. So you catch a trout. Yeah, we had a frying pan, but
that makes a big difference.
Water.
Oh yeah, makes a
And
big
there's
difference.
like no salt. There's no oil. There's no goodies. There's no nothing. It was just raw fish. Well,
You
it's not
guys
raw.
You guys are crazy. It's tasty food out there.
Well, when you backpack, I don't know. You don't
Yeah,
bring a
you
bunch
can't carry all that stuff in your backpack.
No, I can't carry all this in the backpack.
No. We're on a 50-mile hike, right? Yeah, you can carry that.
Oh, what do you take? Well, I don't even know what to take on a 50-mile hike.
Not much.
Too late, buddy. I already got it out there.
What? No, look at this idiot. Not much. Because thank you.
No, we
CD.
didn't have-
I would have
You
thought
bring your
buttloads,
food.
actually.
Now wait a
Half
minute.
of your-
I put it out
half
in
of
the
your
regular
food.
StreamYard. I
Carry
put it on
food.
StreamYard, but it didn't show up. Wow, that's
You
crazy.
carry all your food out there with you. You got the
Yeah.
dehydrated stuff,
Yeah.
you know. That's what you eat. But
Yeah.
then we just thought, well, we got our fishing poles, and here's a stream. We'll catch some fish, and we're like, well, let's eat it. But yeah, we didn't bring anything to like make it taste good at all.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, how do you carry a stick of butter? You know, a bottle of oil. You got to carry that bottle. 8 ounces of oil weighs a lot when you have to carry 50
Yeah,
miles.
50 miles.
Depends on where you store it.
That becomes a 10-pound log after mile 30.
Yeah, in my case, not a chance in fucking hell. I mean, I get maybe it's no, I couldn't.
No, they don't even. Yeah,
Damn, where I walk around KY to exercise, before I can get to it, I have to go down this little
incline.
another one of those dumbass paths I made. Except this time they use bricks, so I have to go down about maybe 10 feet of bricks. Problem is, before I can get to the fence to hold on to it. Again, with I don't know what.
I can't believe they don't have any handrails.
I can't believe that whoever built this did it that way.
Well, it's against the law in California to not have handrails.
Which is why I don't want to die. But see, I can't. I'm no serious, dude. His son's like, well, he could always just tell you to use a fucking railings, and I'm no. These people are trying to sell this place. The last thing I'm going to do is come up and go, yeah, I want you to invest in money and putting in no. So I'll just take the risk. I'm not going to put him through any more
See,
burden.
if the people who buy have a building inspector, he says you got to pass with
Exactly.
you got to pass with an incline. He's going to tell them you got to have a rail on that before we can sell it.
Or they will just not. I don't know. But these people are really nice people, and you should see they did Christmas decorations where you would come into their yard all the way from the front of the house to the back, and it would be all decorated. And the news used to come down once a year and film it because she was a decorator. They're just, oh my God. And they've already been selling this stuff recently because, their health and whatever. And like I said, they're really nice people. I'm down there talking to her yesterday. They're getting rid of all this Christmas stuff that's amazing. So if go looking for Christmas stuff, these people have. They at one point had a reindeer sled with Santa in front of it go around a track. Just amazing. Anyway, they're selling all that stuff. So anyone looking for Christmas stuff, let me know.
They're downsizing.
Well, no, they're not going to
Moving.
decorate again. It's their health and their age. They don't want to do it anymore.
That's what I said. They're downsizing.
Yeah, it's a big yard, KY. I mean, honestly, I can't. He does all the work himself, which is impressive. Me, on the other hand, I'm just like, nah. I wouldn't want something this big if I were that age, and it's just too much. Too much to do. Too much, And plus, he's getting slaughtered. I really feel bad for him. The city has now come in and they have to fix their electrical wires, which are up on the poles. And for whatever fucking reason, every single tree this man planted on his yard ends up in that line of fire. So they cut him down. So he's losing all his trees.
It sounds like the birds planted them because that's what the birds do. They sit on the wires and poop seeds and plant trees right underneath the wires.
Oh, no, he actually put some of these in when they first got there because the land wasn't developed. And it's just shitty, what, fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, for better sake of whatever, man, there was nothing around him. It was open land. Then people started building houses.
So they put the wires in afterwards, and now, now the trees have grown taller and into the wires.
That's exactly, and I feel bad, but, he wants to sell and move. I agree. I would redo this. I'd fix this tack house up, properly. But there's no sense in that man or his family doing it when they're trying to leave. I mean, why would you invest more money? So, but it works for the meaning. That's like I said, but it's just all those beautiful Christmas, He's got tall. My nurse ended up. Oh my god, it was so funny. My nurse came down here and started buying that shit up.
And then she went back and came back and got some
And
more.
then on payday, she's like, "Oh my god, Kevin, I don't want to go out there and spend that much." And I'm like, "Oh."
Here I
she
am
said,
spending more. Yeah.
exactly. Because look at it. Look at it. I'm like, don't look at it. It's hard to walk through it though. I mean, it's like a maze getting from my the house to the front of the yard. They had all that Christmas stuff. And anyway, she's been back 2 times so far. So my nurse loves those Christmas things down there. They're cool. Don't get me wrong, dude. There's a lot of them that are really, like I said, you could all see them all when you. I'll get the link. Or you just figure out how to look up the article where it shows the news down there. Yeah. Oh, so I'm really happy that Jim Busby came up, KY. We were talking about that. Because I tried to get a hold of him and I didn't get a response, and then he responded and I never got back to him. So
Oops.
that's what I said. Oh, no. It'd be really cool to have Jim Busby, you, and Commander on a panel.
Well, he said he's going to come up.
Well, he's going to do that for theirs. But I mean, have another panel and add one more vet if we could. Maybe rights.
Or maybe I can get the
someone, one of your guys. Exactly. As a matter of fact, that would be preferable because then you'd have that connection between all of the people on panel except for Jim Busby. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
That would be phenomenal, dude. That would just be absolutely phenomenal. Then I could sleep. You guys could have that'd work.
And if anyone wants to go hunting in Missouri, Mary's the way to go. Got the hunting lodge, and I don't remember how many thousand acres now she's up to. She bought more land, so
What
more
seasons are
land than they
coming?
know what to do with.
Deer season is almost over, right? I think.
I couldn't understand you.
I said deer season's almost over. I think.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what season it
Most
is.
places, yes. Most places, it's it usually ends the weekend after Thanksgiving for gun. Now, then there's bow and arrow season until December 31st.
Hmm.
Because after that, they lose their horns in early January. They shed their antlers. So you can't tell a buck from a doe then anymore. You can because they're a lot bigger, but the prints are a lot bigger. Their feet are bigger, but just looking at them from a distance through the woods, you can't tell the difference. Especially if you're not using a scope.
I've never had deer.
You've never had venison?
No.
Well, I'll tell you, there is a big difference between venison that's been eating out of the woods,
right,
sticks
Gamey.
and twigs and swamp grass and whatever, and corn-fed, alfalfa-fed venison.
Yeah, I heard that.
Big difference.
Heard deer you eating in the wild is gamey. The best way to describe it.
Yes, at best.
At best. Gamey motherfucker.
Some people like gaming, but I'm not a fan of gaming.
It doesn't sound like I'd be either. I don't want to find out. How's that?
My buddies do elk hunting, and then they make the salami's good, but when you get a steak, it's kind of gamey. The salami's just like salami, but steaks are a little gamey. They take a little getting used to.
I like there's a brand called Milwaukee Sausage, and you can buy their sausage online called Beer Sticks. It's hard like a Slim Jim on the outside, very, very firm, but then it's soft on the inside. You got a football game or a baseball game or whatever, a beer and a couple of beer sticks. Oh.
Yeah, look at him. Oh my god. I'm hungry.
Well, we just did an impromptu panel, so we could cut it off after an hour if you want.
Go this at you as well. I just wanted to. Dang, it's because I don't know. I don't have to be out of here actually till 8 my time, which is 11 yours, which is 3 hours away. So.
Oh, okay. I haven't eaten yet either.
Nope, I was gonna say we could end it and go off and eat.
No, we can run it till we get get our watch time up. We got 14 ups. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really cool. And between upstates and this panel, we gained a few subs to help
Yeah.
out. I think so. We're doing a little bit better, which is really cool.
Yeah, we're at 314 now.
I'm very excited about that. I mean, like I said, we're inching up slow by slow
Headed in the right way.
in the right direction.
I gotta ask Ashamed. I gotta call him. He told me something about you only need 500 now, because you have that 50 where you can go live, and then there's something about 500.
I know we need to find out what that is. Because if it means that the requirements for here's the thing that matters. In order for you to use your community page, you need 1,000. They dropped that down to 500. Then as soon as we get to 500, we can start putting out our own little community things that show up on YouTube for announcements and stuff. You've seen them. Upstate does them all the time. They help with promoting the channel, but you can't use that until you have 1,000. So I'm wondering if that's what the 500 is for, because you can apparently live stream at 50.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I
you
heard.
could live stream at 50 and you get the 3 notifications too at 50. That's what what's his name did? New guy. Kevin D. No, Kermit D. That's what he just did. We got him to 70 and he went live and he had notifications and everything.
Nice. All right. Well, we need to. Yes, Bud, they're great. What's great? I'm not kidding you. My this headache of mine. I can't keep a solid thought.
Hey,
But
Lulu.
tomorrow I get my meds. Lulu, man, you really seriously? I'm.
How did I not see Lulu? I was busy cooking.
Yeah, you're an idiot. I was
Which I'm sure she'd appreciate. I was cooking.
I hope you're feeling okay, Lulu. We all
Yeah.
miss you.
We do, Lulu. So if I told you the doctor said I only have 2 weeks to live, would you run up and make? Well, I'm just kidding.
He'd be lying.
Well, I'd be lying, yeah, but she come up and make the.
It's 3 weeks.
And it's 3. And it come up. Because I love tamales. I mean, it's a sinful thing. And an onion bloom, that's just ridiculous. There's absolutely no benefit to eating that. It's completely American. But it's
Get this, she's on 8%.
it's just
3% lose on 8% now. It's 8%
or
lose.
she's on 8. She's rounding the corner to 3%. The
Yeah.
flick of a switch. Listen, because I'm on 8%. Boop. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're on 8%, you go on panel. Your phone's gonna die in 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, because it just God. When I started doing that using the Wi-Fi and using my phone,
Boom.
wow, man, that was amazing how much you use on that. It's just
Same when I was at the nursing home with my wife, and I finally got up that one day, and it was fully charged. And I was talking, and about 15 minutes, I looked over, and oh my God, I'm down to 25% power. And so I quick plugged my cord in. I thought, wow, sucks a lot of battery power.
doesn't it? Man, another thing we want to do is give a quick update since there's so many people. We are still working. I love that. I want seriously, guys, play that again. Oh, you can't. His inbound phone call. It's I
Send me a
want it.
text message, or you can
Oh,
call me.
that's right. You can call him and set it off. Hold on.
You can call me and play the whole thing, or you can just send me a text message that just says Stevie
The
Mouse.
worst person, I swear to God, the worst person in the world to do this would be Billy the Kid. Billy picks up the phone and he does a voice to text. He does a voice to text. So he reads out your phone number while he's dialing on a live. Jeez.
He reads it.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna keep doing this the whole time he's up here.
Yeah, he did that to you the other day.
Yes.
And then he did it to himself. He said, "Oh, my number is." He started reading off his phone number. Remember, he was on a live panel. No, Billy,
Dude.
don't read your number off. Billy, don't do it.
Don't do it, Billy. And then he thought he had a great idea. This is what he was completely plastered that maybe if he put his phone number up, then he could get the trolls to call him and he could convince them to sign up on this channel. So he put it up. I actually had to call him because I actually have his phone number.
Yep.
That's not even. That's the home number. Well, I gotta keep my mouth shut.
That's the same night that those girls called him.
Dude, not called. They went up on.
They called him. Just leave it at that. Just leave it alone. Leave that alone.
Unbelievable. Anyway, so
we'll call them call girls.
No, it's not quite.
Not quite. No. That's low hanging fruit. We'll leave it alone.
Man, dude, I was trying to avoid that image. More like scraping. I'm not. Stop.
He was on The Hobbit, Billy Baggins.
Billy Baggins. That's a good one, KY. Billy Baggins. So evil in so many ways. God, 801, welcome in, brother. Yes, you did make it.
Eventually, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we have not got a response yet from our attorney for the LLC. I think it's because
I think she's just a I don't think she's an attorney. I think she's a paralegal.
Or one of them, whatever she is, she handles. I think they're just busy. I don't think they're.
I don't think all 44 of those employees.
No idea. But she responded immediately the first time with an email. Said, sorry, we're on vacation. We'll get a hold of you right after we get back. Maybe they actually have a longer vacation. Maybe they didn't get back until yesterday. I have no idea. But we'll find out tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. And we'll go from there. Hopefully we have good news for you guys that we are finally incorporated so we can take the next step. Oh, and have our EIN number too. See if that's possible. Because you may need to actually, well, we can have it done. I'm just saying it would take a little longer because she has to incorporate us before we can get an EIN number. So how's Bill doing? Are you alive, Bill?
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting in the background, setting up his rogue attack.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Like the turtles, you kind of like sneak through the sewer and then come up and whap ass and then run back down. Oh wait, who else is that? That was who's the other Shadow? Who is the other guy? V for Vengeance or whatever lived in the lived in the sewers. Shit. Wore the mask. No, it doesn't come to mind, does it?
No, a clown in the sewer.
No, dude, he was like the V for Vendetta or something, and he hid in the sewer. They all do, dude. A lot of
Yeah.
them do. It's a common place for them to run to because nobody goes in the sewers, right?
That's right.
Not
Well-
quite the opposite. They even have cameras down there. Not that I'd want to see anything they're filming down there, just to be honest with you, but
As long as it's not a gator, what's the
no,
matter?
a gator. New York, they kept saying that over the years, idiots had thrown gators and flushed them down the toilet. And yes, that in fact really did happen. And yes, in fact, there were alligators in New York sewers. But it wasn't movie worthy. It was, I mean, come on. There wasn't gangs of alligators down there. No, there was a few. And hell, I think that they killed almost instantly, Bell, when the first one of the, and it wasn't like they attacked someone, It was one of the people that get down there with the worst job, in my opinion, in the entire world, and clean that nonsense. No, I'm not. No, just no. And they noticed there was alligators down there. So all these stories about the alligators attacking people, you got to think to yourself, who the fuck would be down in that sewer to begin with? And if you were in that sewer, then you deserve to be attacked by something. An alligator is merciful. I don't know. I don't go in raw sewages. I don't even get near them. The smell itself would just, whoa. I mean, you guys been when the restaurants clean? Have you ever been when they dump out the oil vats that because most of the time those fools let it go for too long and whoa, that just is ripe.
It's not so much that, but the traps that underneath the vat
Right.
are bad.
Oh my
That-
God, KY, that's just woo. I had to clean all those out when we opened that pizza. I was like, oh! I was like, no. But then, you turn around and sell that stuff. Yeah, you turn around and sell it and they add it to
Yeah.
diesel. I'm like, really?
A diesel engine will run on that stuff. All you do is filter it. And a
Right.
diesel engine will run on that vegetable oil.
Exactly. That's insane, though. But so we actually made money selling it, so that wasn't bad. Look, Lulu's leaving. She said she'll.
I'll be right back. Well, we
Yeah.
might be gone because Bud said
Might
he was.
be. Well, I can go figure out something to start and still be on the. No,
Oh, okay.
I can do that. We don't have to necessarily go. I'm not really worried about topics because this was all an
Open panel, impromptu open panel.
Yeah, because we wanted to get together, and and it's not about this. Even though, look at the screen, I feel like Bush. Does anyone get that reference? This is not about vets. And then you look up at the screen, and we're all vets. No, all I'm saying that I called that a Bush reference. Remember when he years later after he stood on that boat and said, the war is over, we won. He said, I never said we won. Well, no, not physically, because in the background was a big banister that said we won that he had put up. So I'm like, that's the same nonsense this is. But it's true, though. Hey, Nova Guy. Good
Nova
to see
Guy, welcome.
we actually maybe vets are supporters of vets, but this actual edition of V for Vets is nothing to do with vets necessarily. Now, if there's one of you vets out there who want to come up and talk about an issue, we'd welcome that.
Yeah.
Open arms, man. Because
Or make a date to come back when we are talking about it.
there you go. Come back later. If you got a friend, if you got a son, you got a daughter especially.
Brother, sister.
Yeah, we'd love to talk to.
If your mom wears army boots.
Does your mom wear army boots?
Hey, when I was a kid, that was a big thing. Yeah, your mother wears army boots.
It was.
Yeah.
Now you're like.
Now, if you're a goth, oh yeah, my mom wears army boots. She's got a black leather jacket, black lips, black
Spikes in the
eyelashes,
nose.
black hair.
Yeah.
What about it? Oh, I guess it don't work no more.
A harness lift. You know,
I got her a nice studded choker for Christmas.
oh my God, that's the, you know that well he's such an idiot. That,
No, but it's true. You know, with the goth thing and everything. You know, and you say, "Oh, your mom wear army boots." Yeah, she's got this
yeah,
nice
Oregon
ensemble that
exactly.
she wears. You know, but she goes out and does raves. You know, all
You
the
know,
ravers out there with the boots and you know that was all the rage. I sold 3 pair of my old army boots. Got $40 a piece for them.
so you're admitting you stole.
Oh no, I had 4 pair of boots because my feet sweat a lot.
Dude.
I polished them up nice and shiny and everything, put them for sale. People snapped them up. Oh man, those are all because sometimes people wait till they're all cracked and garbage before they get rid of them. No, I had more boots, so
These boots are made for walking.
in fact I've got a pair for my wife, size 8, sitting in the garage. She used to use for snow shoveling. Put on a pair of heavy socks and help with snow shovel.
You know that when I moved into Ohio, the when we rented that really huge house, the guy had a 3 different snow blowers. One that you put on you, but the best one was the motorized one, right? You had to put gas in that shit. It
Walk
would.
behind one.
Oh my God, no! Walk in front, and then I had my friend do it. And I stood in front. Oh my God, or on the sides because it just removes any amount of snow. Of course, he spent a lot of money on it. He gets rich, but it took me all of because the driveways were huge. Using a shovel would take you the whole day. Well, and I didn't have problems with my legs when I was there.
My mom's driveway was 100 feet long, 102 feet. We could have said 100 feet.
Okay, dude, not that long. Well, yeah, it was all the way to the back, but no.
Because the 2 feet was the apron for the garage, so it was 100 feet to the apron on the garage. And
Yes.
my mom, like I said, when she passed away, was a week from 80.
Oh,
And she did all her snowblowing all the way up to that last year. But I bought her a nice snowblower. She went through 2 or 3 snowblowers, but the last one was really nice. It had handlebars and a brake and a controller where you set the speed, slower, faster. It was a dial. You set the speeds. It was click. It was electronically adjusted. It adjusted the speeds. It was like 6 speeds, and it was a clear plastic tent that went around the back of it. And she'd stand in there, and there was a radio. She could listen to whatever music she wanted while she's snow blowing.
no.
And then the crank handles, you tip it up, tip it down, all the way around 180 degrees, which way it was blowing, according to which way the wind was blowing. And she said, "Oh, it takes me half an hour to do the driveway, my sidewalk, and I'll do Doris Jean's yard. I'll do the neighbor's yard on the other side."
Yeah, the one I was talking about wasn't anything like that, dude. But
It was like a 50-inch cut.
I tried using a shovel the first time because I
Oh
thought
my
it would be
It's not
cool.
bad if it's powder. It's not bad if it's powder, but if it's that heavy, slushy, right on the verge of getting
Yeah,
wet,
no, that won't work.
oh my God, you bust your back after half an hour. And
Yeah,
time to
you
go
will.
in.
Half an hour. But yeah, like I said, Ohio just is it the same in Kentucky, dude? Do you guys get as much goddamn snow as we do? And are we
No,
getting
no,
a lot?
no. Last year we got all
Wow.
of half an inch.
Oh my God! Did you see how much snow Ohio got? I
No,
mean,
didn't
the
pay
state
attention.
should be closed down, dude.
We had half an inch and it was 54 the next day. It all melted. So, and the next day, it didn't all melt. Wherever there was shade, there was snow the third day. But otherwise, no, it was.
No, we got absorbent amount of snow, absorbent amount of rain. We're very, I guess, moist.
North central Kentucky, we're in Louisville there, we get more sleet. because we're on that verge. We're right next to the Ohio River. The river warms things a little bit for a cold front, and so it turns to sleet a lot of times, and so we get a lot of ice and sleet.
Damn, I don't like sleet. Sleet's more dangerous.
No,
than
it's
snow.
more dangerous. It's worse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a nightmare.
Black ice and on bridges and stuff because it'll come down and the cold air on the bridge makes it freeze. Now you got black ice on a bridge.
Yeah, and the problem with it, black ice is that me and you probably know how to drive on it, but
Yeah,
these idiots that don't understand what
it's the
first-
people first thing in the morning. They don't realize it's there. They go over the bridge or they go around the corner. They turn the wheel. The wheel turns, but the car don't because
Yeah,
as
and they're
you-
going too fast.
it could be 15 miles an hour. It doesn't make a difference if it's sheer black ice. It doesn't make a difference what speed you're going. You turn
Oh,
the wheels. You're
No,
going
it does.
straight ahead.
You try hitting it at 60 and turning
Oh
off.
yeah, well nobody's
I'm just
gonna-
saying that no, that's what was going on where we are. Texas doesn't have a clue when it comes to anything, and then we'll get years where they'll get snow and dry ice, and these idiots slide all over. They do 180s and they will not slow down. They will not slow down. I mean, dry ice is black ice is just
Yep, I know.
fucking die on that shit. I was so happy to get to California. That's why I keep telling people. God,
That's the only
loves-
good thing is you probably except for up in the mountains, you probably don't get snow and ice.
Right. You don't get. There's never going to be any black ice in the middle of LA.
No
Whether
black ice in La Brea tar pits.
That would be a mess. That would be insane. They would have to close the pits. They wouldn't let you go in if you could slip and fall and slide right into them. That would be insane.
We get that series out, La Brea. You know that, right? There's a new series out called La Brea.
No.
Yeah, they got a new series called La Brea. It's about the tar pits where something happens and they sink, and there's dinosaurs and all kind of things down below LA. Of course, everything happens in LA.
Everything.
Earthquakes and
Earthquakes.
avalanches and
What was that movie where the lava was pouring through the city LA and in one scene this idiot
volcano.
Yeah, all right. The guy, did you see the scene where he drives across the really fast though? He drives across the lava.
Yeah, well, I don't care what kind of tires. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen, dude.
The minute that rubber
hits,
hits that 3,500-degree lava, tires pop. Poof.
Yep. And of course, he made it through it, and there was just smoke coming off it.
Yeah, he had special tires. Yeah, okay. You drop steel in that lava, steel melt.
It'll melt faster than you drop it in. It's just ridiculous. It's like, and that's why there is no. That's what bugged me about Star Wars, where he fell into the no, dude. You were sitting there burning away. No, I'm sorry. The Force isn't with you with that much lava. Oh God. That's why I laugh when people they see the lava coming. You'll see them, all those idiot tourists, because it's moving like 3 miles an hour, and they be walking up to it taking photos. Well, it's still generating a lot of heat that will set your clothes on fire. I'm
Not
just saying.
only heat, but toxic gases that will kill your ass half a mile. If it's all of a sudden a bubble of gas pops out of that lava, you're dead.
Yep.
Unless you've got an oxygen tank and oxygen mask on, you're dead. It just boop, that pops out, that boom,
It
and
does.
you're dead. You fall dead. The lava rolls over you.
No, I know. That's the best part. It cleans up its mess.
Roast lady fingers and
And so
man
why
parts
would-
or whatever,
So that's it. And they're showing these idiots trying to run out and get photos, and I'm like going, oh my God. I'm tend to go the other way. I see something like lava coming. I don't care if it's going a half a mile an hour. I'm going 90 miles an hour in the opposite direction. I'm going to get as far away from that lava as possible.
We were in Minneapolis. We were northwest side of Minneapolis, driving on the freeway, and we're wondering what all these people are getting out of their cars and there was a silo fire at Pillsbury, and it was a grain silo. It was burning, and we were a mile away, and we could feel the heat. A mile away, we could feel the heat. That's how hot grain fires burn, silo fires burn. And I said, well, let's go closer. So we got closer, and it was fall, and it was cool out, probably 45, 48 degrees, but not outside. Outside, everywhere, it was like summertime. It was probably 55 or 65 degrees everywhere. And this was half a mile, 3/4 of a mile away. We got to within a half a mile, and I said, I'm not getting any closer. The side of my car was already getting hot at half a mile away. And these people said, oh, we're going to drive down. I said, you got a vinyl roof on your car. I said, you get within 10 blocks of that, you're going to melt your vinyl roof. Your seats, everything plastic. Your insulation on your wires are all plastic. You realize you get too close, your wires are going to melt, everything's going to short out, you're going to ruin all the electronics, your radio, ignition, everything. Your car is going to stall, and then you're going to be stuck there in that heat, and the fire department's going to have to come and rescue you in that heat. Oh, yeah, maybe. I said, not maybe. I said, feel the side of your car. He put his hand, he said, oh, it's hot. I said, well, imagine, everything's like that's hot. Hot air is radiating everywhere, that radiating heat from that fire. I mean, maybe that's not such a good idea. I said not a good idea. Especially a vinyl roof like that. You got a classic car there. You know, you've got pristine. You don't want to ruin it going near a fire. Oh, guess who's down in the basement?
No name.
Hey, no name.
Hello, no name.
Say that again, Bill. I couldn't hear you.
He just said hi. That's no name.
I just said hello to no name.
I know. Oh, goddamn spoilers.
What, you don't speak Canadian now?
No, that's what I was going to do.
Oh, yeah, and you betcha. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, you
Fire
betcha.
the crotch. Wait, no, that's you, Bert.
You know, I gotta laugh my ass off. Howard, it was somebody went up to Canada and literally filmed and walked into some of their houses because their doors were unlocked, and I can't remember who that was that did that. It was hilarious. He just strolled right in to their.
Wait, and he didn't get shot?
No, they don't know actually, and I couldn't believe it, but they were quite polite about it. I'd be like, wow, you know what, bro? You don't want to try that in the United States. I mean, you got to clear that shit right out of your head.
There's a lot of places in Canada if you do that, you're going to get shot.
I mean, you walk in and say hi. The next thing you're going to be, that's the last thing you see.
Hi, here's my buddy Smith and Wesson.
Exactly. Talk to them, asshole. Yeah, but that was funny as hell, and I can't remember who did it. I think it was like Letterman or some idiot.
Pew,
Might
pew,
have
pew.
Might have been Leno. But that was funny because they Canada's they were making fun of the United States because, and they were saying that Canada's so safe up there, they don't need all the weapons we have, and you can walk. They leave their doors unlocked, and they left the doors unlocked. It was insane. I was like, what the fuck? Now in rich neighborhoods, yeah, you can do that. I was staying with Pickle Brain, and his neighbor unloaded his garage, and he pulls up the car in front of the garage to, that was it. That was the protection. Had it out all night long, all next day. Nobody touches the shit. Now you go to the last neighborhood before that, all right. But and you leave your shit out. You're giving it out is what you're doing.
Oh, wait, no, today I left my lock truck out farther down the driveway so we could get the sunshine and thaw.
Nice.
Well, because when it's right next to my house, it doesn't get the sunshine. So I left it a little farther down on my driveway and let it get the sunshine.
Oh, perfect. Then all you need to do is add that little sign on there. Please, by all means, let me test my sniper gun out. Take the item.
No, the car is locked. What's the difference if it's 12 feet behind where it was?
Right. Right. It's what's the difference if it's 4 feet up or 6 feet back, one way or another. You know, if it's locked, it's locked.
Yeah, and I left it a little farther down the driveway so that the sun will shine on it and thaw the snow. Yeah, you betcha, Michigander. And see, I live near Detroit, so yeah, I didn't go out for booze yesterday because there was too much snow, and I didn't feel like scraping my car, so I just waited a day.
Awesome.
Well, I hope you understand. Do not drive your car unless you have cleared all the windows.
Yeah, you get somebody who needs to just clear the windshield off, not the side windows or the back window. No. You can't see another car, you know.
Fuck no.
No,
No,
it's just stupid to drive around like that.
exactly. That's why they. You know that
See,
question is not on a test, though, KY.
what I was doing yesterday was I was looking out my window and said, no, windshield's not thawed enough. Windshield's not thawed enough. I'm going to wait some more. Everything else is thawed, but the windshield's not thawed enough. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. And see, now, as a Michigander in the lower peninsula, it's easy to wait for the snow to clear. Whereas if I was up in the UP, yeah, you betcha I would know I had to clean off my truck right away if I wanted to go anywhere. I hope
Now,
you
if it's above 10 or 15 degrees and your windows all frosted and whatnot, you can use room temperature water to defrost it while your car is warming up. Now, if it's any colder than that, you can crack your window. But if it's like 12 or 15 degrees or more, 20 degrees, you can use room temperature. I used to fill a gallon of water and put it
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fahrenheit. I would put a gallon of water on my counter every night before I go to bed, and a gallon jug from a milk jug, and fill it with water. And the next morning, first thing I do is go out there and start the car and clean all the frost off the windows. And then I pour the water over the windshield after, because the car has been running for 5-8 minutes by that
And
time.
how often did you break your windshield?
Never ever. Never ever.
That doesn't
If it's
seem
colder,
right.
if it's colder than that, you can crack them. But if it's over like 15 degrees, you don't have to worry about it. I never did. My dad taught me that when I was 14 years old. He says, "But if it's any colder than that, you can crack your window. It'll shatter to 100,000 little pieces." Because we had a neighbor who was stupid. He used hot water. It was like zero out. He used hot water, and he poured it on that cold glass. And it was bam. No, we told you it's got to be over 12, 15 degrees, and you got to let the car warm up. Let the glass warm up from the inside a little bit, and you can't no more than room temperature at very most.
I worry so much about my glass things I try to put in the oven. They need to all be sort of room temperature before I stick them in the oven, right?
No, Pyrex. If it's Pyrex, no, you don't have to worry about Pyrex. But you can't.
Well, you don't want it hot and cold so much.
You can't take Pyrex that's in the oven and touch it with cold water. It'll blow up on you. You know, you can't take it from the freezer and set it on a hot oven shelf. It'll blow up.
I can't take it out of the fridge and stick it in the oven. I need to leave it on the counter for a few minutes first.
You can do that, but the important thing is if that oven rack is hot and you take it out of the fridge or freezer and you put that cold glass on the hot rack, that can make it crack.
What, the rack is very small amount of specific heat because it's just the oven rack. I worry more about the heat from the oven.
No, because it'll warm slow. But yeah, if you pull it out of the fridge and let it sit for a little bit, let it warm up, yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, just leave it on the counter like an hour, and then there you go.
We still have Pyrex underneath the counter here on the microwave that we got from my mom and my wife's mom, from the 60s, the corn flour Pyrex with the white with the
Oh,
blue.
yes, I do. I still have one, and I have a shit ton of the Pyrex lids that don't fit any of my pans anymore. I should sell them.
Yes,
And those are 60s.
you
Those
know
are
the, you know those
60s good Pyrex.
those good Pyrex bowls. They're going for hundreds of dollars now as collector's items.
No, I have lids.
The
I
lids,
have
you've got the lids. See, a lot of people don't have the lids. They busted the lids to crack. You've got the lids that they may. All you need to put is the dimensions of the lid. You may get buyers.
No, I'm not. I don't have the bottoms. I only have lids.
Buyers.
My
You may get buyers for those lids. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You bet.
Because they're not going to explode. Oh my God. I went to Thanksgiving with my ex-step relatives, I guess I call them. And mother-in-law asked me to put the hot mashed potatoes in a bowl, and it just exploded under my hands.
Yeah, if the dish was cold and you put the hot potatoes in the glass, boom, that's what's going to happen.
No, she thought it was a good bowl for that.
No, can't do that. Can't do
I
that.
was so sad. I thought I was doing a good thing for her, and the bowl exploded under my hands, and I had no idea what she had bought.
Yeah.
And I know how much work it is to make that much mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. A little bit of butter, a little bit of milk, some.
No, it's all the peeling.
Right. But you peel and you got to cook them, and then you got to mash them. My mom would add a little butter and milk.
Yeah, I got a 10-pound bag of potatoes on my counter, trying to get around to it.
We would have an annual picnic for the Milwaukee Metro NCO Council. My wife said, I'm going to make the potato salad for the picnic, and I need 15 volunteers to help us come and make it. We started with 400 pounds of potatoes.
Oh my!
But the good thing was, because I knew the cooks, I got permission I asked permission, and we got permission to use the kitchen because they had the industrial peeler, and we had the 60-quart pots. We could run 4 60-quart pots at a time, cooking the potatoes.
So, KY Packer fan, are you mad at me that I abandoned my dad?
No.
Okay.
I completely understand where you came from on that. I agree with what you've done. I agree.
I
If
feel bad.
If he's been mean and abusive, whether he's a veteran or not has nothing to do with it.
For my entire life, and I was gone for years. I was gone for 12 years. I came back for 2 months, and after that, he was like, well, I was happy to see you again. But no apologies, no nothing.
Yeah, that's just.
I'm a little confused there. And I'm so sad that now I'm thinking of him being there all alone with nobody. because he's gotten rid of everybody. He had my mom and my brother for all these years. I've been gone before that. And, well, no wonder.
Hello, Jessica. Welcome, Jessica Stone.
Hello.
And Slow Burner, welcome. Appreciate everybody coming. We're just doing a quick impromptu panel. It's wide open to just about any topic. We prefer not to go into religion or politics because that can get messy.
Ooh, look
We
at
did-
my new toy. I got this new thing, and it is for $18. I got a whole bunch of crochet hooks, and these are the ergonomic ones that have the finger pads on them and the plastic, so you're
Okay.
not losing the heat to your hands. And then I got the stitch markers and a little piece of scissors. Oh man. These things are so cool though. You know what I just found out? Using a metal crochet hook leaches the heat out of my hands. And so if I get the ones with the little ergonomic plastic thing on them, my hands will be happier.
I think my wife's got 2 baskets full of yarn sitting here. I don't know what to do with this stuff. Goodwill?
Oh, I know what to do with it. Most people don't even understand that yarn is a disaster supply.
Same one. She used to do all this stitching. All these different colors of floss, stitching floss.
Hey,
you know.
KY.
Yeah.
That lady I told you about, Gay, she knits and crochets stuff and passes it out to the homeless in Hollywood. She can't do it because she can't afford the yarn.
Well,
Oh,
She does it every year. She passed out 300 last year of scarves, gloves, and
well, let me put together a box.
I'll get her address. I don't have it handy. Yeah, I'll call her up. But God, because she does that every year. She also does what she calls is the angel pennies. Any change she finds laying on the street, she puts into a little container, and at the end of the year, she passes it out to the homeless as in food coupons for them to go eat.
My wife was involved in forming the first angel tree in Minnesota.
What's that?
You don't know what angel tree is?
No.
Oh, okay. At shopping malls and stuff now, the charities put up a tree and they put names of people who are underprivileged and are in dire straits and can't afford to get their kids stuff for Christmas. And you pick a name and then you return it to whatever charity is doing the angel tree. And it says boy 6, or girl 8 or whatever. And you buy a gift for them or multiple names or multiple gifts, whatever you choose. And you wrap them and return them to them. And then then they get something for Christmas. Becky O, hope you left your trolls at home. But you've never heard of Angel Tree? Oh wow, it's big all through the Midwest. I know. I talked to Upstate about it. He knows about Angel Tree there in New York. We have it here in Louisville. Usually, a television station or a big charity like Red Cross or somebody will host the tree. Yeah, they have my trolls. No, they're not. We know that.
Oh shit! What, Becky Hill? You got porn bombed?
Yeah, she did.
I still don't understand this. Why don't they just go off to Chatterbait and do it where they can get money?
There you go. You know,
Why go hurt people?
that's it. Because
And
they're haters. They're haters. That's
please,
why.
please remember, I haven't collected any nickels for like a couple of years now. Okay. I tried it. It was fun, but can't get my fire lit anymore. I'm too old.
Yep, like I said, Becky, they're just haters. We don't need those kind of people. Haters. Haters can go. They can go to Haterville.
Love.
You know, but we can. You listening? Gatorbait,
What's that?
Bud, Gatorbait.
Yeah.
Somebody, are you listening? Are you live?
Gator bait.
Graham was saying we could
1 second.
contact the organization called CalVets. Did you get a? I sent the link. Did you get that one? And there's AmVets we can contact for contacts and veterans that might need help feeding. There's also, yeah, they tried and failed. That's right.
There you go. Come get you some sauce. Idiotic ants attacked me. Fatal mistake.
I say, did you get those links I sent you for CalVets?
I believe so. When did you
Okay.
send them? The other day, right?
Yeah, CalVets, and then I was thinking Amerivets is another one. Amerivets is another big national organization.
Yeah, awesome.
Just like Wounded Warrior, they're very very big. Very.
Becky, good to see you. Oh, it's so tasty adding barbecue to a sausage.
No, I mean the smell, what you're eating, doesn't that?
Yeah,
Because you end up,
I
getting the
agree, but
flavor of
it's
vinegar as you eat.
I know, but it's so much better than ants. And trust me, I'd rather no. We don't have, even though it's a track house and there's a lot of places for the ants to come up and stuff. Not this place.
If you keep putting that spray down when they get near it, they'll just die before they get in. Yep.
And then the idiots that survive go back, and it leaves a little trail not to come back. That's why I'm not kidding, guys.
Yeah, they do.
Huh?
They leave a chemical trail telling the others not to go that way.
Oh my.
I'm gonna pick up some of all these
Apple cider vinegar and dish soap is all you need.
barbecue because I got the chicken.
Vinegar and baking soda is all I need.
For ants.
Potatoes.
The things that have been going on today are just so weird. How about the 5 sunspots?
Oh, hold
Let's
on.
see.
I got called away, but I'm glad your station didn't get I'm glad your channel didn't get taken
Yep.
down, Becky.
Hello, Grandma's Cooking. Welcome.
Okay.
I think isn't that
Go
from
ahead.
Furry? Isn't that from Furry Station? Furry channel?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. No name. Oh shit, mad.
Ashamed
Ashamed. Good to
Canadian.
see you, brother.
Hey, you wanted to talk to him about that 500. There he is, right here. He's right here.
Right. KY said you told him you were gonna give me 500. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I guess.
I thought you said we only needed 500 subscribers
To get a community page,
to
right?
get a community page, correct?
And that's the YouTube upgrade. You only need 50 to go live. Is that the StreamYard update? I don't know. That's why we're asking. I have no idea. And again, sorry, no name. You didn't have to run off. Wow.
Yes. Bam. There it is. Yes.
Okay, so
Awesome.
all right. What do I use to stream a live thing off my phone? Do I go to upload YouTube and that's how it's done, or do I upload what do I upload to stream to my YouTube channel?
Well, you go to the bottom there. He told you. You go to just hit stream.
Or wait, they were saying to do something else though on remember Prism. I don't know. I would try both. But I'm just going to download YouTube first, and I'm going to try to do it from my YouTube channel, like you said. Hit the little button, go live, and then the rest is history, as they say.
No name. He told you. You go down at the bottom down there. Just go live. Boop. Press the button, and you're live. As long as you have your wireless Wi-Fi.
Right. Well, it should stream it right to V for Vets then.
Yes.
So I'm ready to go out.
As long as you're in an area that has public Wi-Fi.
Right.
You can use StreamYard on YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
You don't need Prism.
Yes. Yes, Becky. You can run a live panel from one subscriber. Live panels that don't matter. You can also do another one which just allows you to broadcast live without a panel. There's two different ways you can do it, but you can do that from start. The one that you need to get all the stuff for is the streaming live from your phone, so that you can have like Cop Watch or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
For instance, we're running this live, but we're running it off of StreamYard.
All right.
To YouTube live.
Yeah, it just keeps getting better as we go along. But like they say, there's a YouTube video out there to show you how to do everything.
Yeah.
Especially on YouTube. I mean, can you imagine? No
YouTube
YouTube
on how to
videos
use
on how to do
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah. YouTube for dummies.
there you go. But see, you got to remember, brother, that was the 90s generation because one of the fucking
how to use your cell phone.
Because now people are too my feelings. They wouldn't want to go out and buy a book called
Windows for Dummies.
Dummies. No, then you won't even buy it. No, hell no. Even though those books were incredible. Keeper, good to have you in. Thank you for stopping by,
Keeper.
brother.
Good to see you.
Oh my God.
Using StreamYard is so annoying. It can be very annoying.
Yeah, of course it is. And then, so we want to be able to go live because we're going to be doing a lot of films and interviews that we will actually upload. But then we also want to be able to go live when we go out to do the feedings.
You can use Prism, Becky, and then once you do your live, you can put it on Library and get extra money from there too.
Yeah, there's the air.
As well as Facebook.
Hatebook? Yes, exactly. You can drop that shit right on Hatebook. Then there's all Twitless. I gotta learn how to do all those, so I shouldn't make fun of them. But really, seriously, I don't want to go on Twitter. I'd rather die.
No, we're not tweeting. No tweet. Sorry.
Oh, but you advertise on Twitter, and it gets a lot of people. It's just a really good advertising platform. But I don't want to load it on it. I don't even remember if that was the one that I. No, it couldn't have been. Penn and Teller, right? Penn was going to make this big announcement, but he was only going to do it from an account. I think it was his Twitter account. So I signed up to watch that one event. That was it. After that one event was done, that was it. Never went back. A year later, I get this notification that comes through to my email. Please address your only blah, blah, blah. It turns out that 400 and something people started following me for no other reason. Now, I figured it out later. I thought it was a little bit creepy. But no, it's probably those are all bots. fake people. They're not even people. They just go around and sign up for every new account. Because why? I mean, I come here. I have 313 subs on V for Vets. I'm actually trying to get vets. I mean, trying to get subs.
Yeah, 13 or 14, it changes. Sometimes it's
Uh,
15, sometimes it's 13, 14.
Yeah.
Somewhere. That's
So
normal. That's
shit.
normal.
So, and I've actually worked at getting that. Now on that other page, Twitter, I never even went there. Seriously, I never went there, made a comment. All I did was watch Penn, and I have 400 and something people following me. So I canceled the account because I thought it was creepy. It is. I'm like, okay, why are you following me? That's it. I'm done. Click. But then I look at me like one of those people when computers first came out. The old people didn't want to touch computers. Well, I'm kind of like that with the phones. I can't stand smartphones. I really can't. I mean, I'm not kidding you. It's like I want a phone. I'm not kidding you. I mean, first I used to work for security for the Patriot missile, so you weren't allowed to have a phone with a camera.
No.
Not any. As a matter of fact, even with that camera, you'd walk through the door to KY, they'll shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I got my promotion as a lieutenant, they're like, you do realize if you walk in there and commit some infraction of national security, they're going to
That's
shoot.
treason. That's treason.
That's treason, and
And you
treason
be
is
shot on sight.
exactly, and those are military sites. So yeah, you will be shot. I got to go look at the Black Room, KY. Oh my God. I swear to you, it was the most. I couldn't even imagine what a Black Room looked like till I walked in there. They have two Marines on they're either Marines, yeah, they're Marines, standing outside the main door, and then after you get through the first door, there's depending on how many different areas of doing something, there's another door that leads you into a small enclosed area where it's all glass and they've got cameras on you and they scan you. Then you come into the actual room. That kind of nonsense. Yeah, I was into that stuff because I like my father was in his whole life. It's security is fun. They've got advancements on equipment that would boggle your mind. Cameras so small you'll never see them.
Oh yes.
They're just filming you
Buttonhole.
everywhere.
They have buttonhole cameras. Cameras that fit in a pen. Cameras that fit in
Exactly.
the tip of your bill of your cap. You know
Exactly.
that
It's
little button on the front of your cap that says, voted for so and so or whatever. That's got a
Exactly.
camera lens built into it. You think it's a couple of rhinestones. One of them is a camera lens.
Bye, Becky. Stay safe. Yeah, so guess what? No more ants. You guys, seriously, if you want to get rid of ants, and this is the greatest thing I've you go get you some apple cider, and you basically, you can wing it to how much you want to use, but I usually use 1/6. I use apple cider with 1/6 part
Dish soap.
dish soap, and then you shake it up. Now, the dish soap, you may have to add a little more if that's not getting the results you're looking for, because basically what the dishwater soap does is breaks the water barrier that ants are protected from any kind of liquid. So that messes them up really bad, and I'm not even kidding. It's gruesome. But they will run back and tell their other people. They have 2 scents they drop. They have the follow scents, I guess what you call it. There is an actual name, I don't know it. But they drop the scent so the other ants can follow them to
It's a
where it
chemical
is.
trail that they produce.
Right.
Yes.
Then they have another one on the way back if they find danger that they can put over the original stuff to let them know that not to go that way.
Don't go there. Yeah. Don't
Right,
go
which
there.
is why this stuff is great. You spray it, you let the little bitches die. You don't clean it up right away. It's like 10 minutes or so. I know, whatever. But the point being is then another one of the ants will pick up whatever it is and run back. and then that's it. No more ants in that area for a while. And I'm not kidding. I'm sitting in a tack house over an ant hill. And when we first got here, we were told there's ants everywhere. No, if you keep up with it, then there's no ants. It's just the way it is. That's why, like my pickle brain used to say, "Well, don't worry about the ants, man. It's ant season." No, I think what it actually is lazy butt syndrome.
Yeah.
Because I don't know too many restaurants that have to close for ant season. If there was an ant season, we wouldn't be allowed to have restaurants because you can't have ants crawling all through your food. Come on.
No.
I mean, you can, but I'm sorry.
It doesn't normally doesn't happen.
No, that's because you keep it clean. That
That's
kind of
right.
like
That's right.
erases ant season. Just saying. I mean, there are places that it's almost impossible to get rid of the ants because you're over an active anthill. There is nothing you can do. Even the city, if they tried, remember back in the 80s when they tried to find KY Gator, they tried to find the way to destroy the ants, and they can't do it. They just if they blast them with poison to try to kill the queen, they have multiple queens and multiple flyers. I mean, there's just this notion that there's only one queen. Yeah, maybe one queen in charge of all at first, but no, because the colony is the most important thing. They're like the Borg; they assimilate. So the minute you try to spray them, they send their flyers out, and we're not talking like maybe 100. We're talking millions. I mean, just
Thousands, at least thousands.
yeah, just an enormous amount of these things carrying queens off to different areas, and then
To preserve the colony.
preserve the
That's right.
colony. It's just impossible to wipe them out. I mean, you can, and that's the other thing. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? What is that? Get rid of that. Bell. Hey, Bell.
Report.
Got it.
Yeah, I figured you did. I didn't want to touch it.
Report. I reported it. It's still there.
Well, that's because it takes a second. And then Bell will slaughter him.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
First report, then remove.
Right. Yeah, and that's an automatic ban after you do your work. Thank you, Bell.
No problem. Gator bait.
Now, see, I can tell their upgrades have worked because I could never do that before.
he
No, really, as an administrator, I could never. The only thing I could do would be report or remove or block. I could never delete a comment or anything. They're up. They fixed it.
they have one a little bit. Thank you. They haven't got everything bugged out,
No,
but you're right.
no.
Remember, the first thing they allowed you to do was to pin. Remember, that was the first thing. You found out you could pin. Still couldn't, mod or unmod, but you could pin.
But now it's report, remove, timeout, or unhide
Right.
user. But I could never do that before. So
Right.
they're kind of fixed. They
Kind
still
of,
have some more things to fix.
which I'm hoping they'll fix.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, man, that'd be really cool if you could deal with that problem without having to worry.
You go get something to eat.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I thought I felt a rib.
Oh, look at this. Yeah, because I'm gonna I gotta go to the store at 8:00. Thank God. Yeah, you pick.
No. Yep.
I got two things I need. Yeah, I need a bag of potatoes. I'd taken out the potatoes to make with the chicken that he got. I was gonna make the barbecue chicken and stuff, and Oh, he changed the schedule. And I left him sitting out on a counter. The ones I had cleaned and got ready, and now they went bad real quick after you do that, especially because the sun was hitting them. When your potato almost looks like a spider, it's time to get rid of it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we definitely appreciate everyone that came in tonight. It's like I said, it was an impromptu thing just to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And
we had up to 12 people in here. That's just for the impromptu. That wasn't bad.
Nope, for no notice or anything. And like
Down
I said,
to 8 now.
we still appreciate, like I said, y'all being in here, and of course, that's about it right now for the updates and stuff. We're waiting basically for our lawyer to call for the LLC. We may have to get a new one because they may be too busy, but we'll find out.
They're working on it. We've started what we can do. And it's in progress, and that's the most we can ask for.
Exactly.
But if they aren't going to respond pretty soon, we're going to tell them, hey, we have a schedule we're supposed to try to maintain, and you're not responding, so we're considering moving to somewhere else.
Yeah, ashamed. It was great having you here, brother. Of course, we get together and talk more about some of those projects. Y'all, if you haven't actually become subscribed to Ashamed Canadian, him and the Chad have a show called Sidekicks. It's a really good show.
Very good show. Yep.
We were actually guests on that show. Please run over there and subscribe and like. And we will, like I said, I don't know how many of these shows we'll actually do. What we're actually hoping to do is more that are geared to all about the veterans, that's our goal with this channel. As we build it, we're starting to get some vets that are willing to come in and talk on panels so we can go over issues. We're working on learning how to edit our stuff so we can put up maybe even static recordings on Premieres, or maybe even have a little teeny short videos on different topics that are being released by the VA or what things like that. So we got a lot of things in the works.
In motion.
Now there it is, and right now,
Billy the Kid.
Billy, I was gonna call you. I would love for you to come up on one of our panels. Several times that I got on, because I try to be in your room all the time, but I lurk to make sure, and I only pop out when they start giving you problems, brother. That's why I'm your hidden ninja mod. But yeah, Billy is definitely, he should come up too. And then that's another and another one I would like to try to get Commander to come up. I know they're having that panel over there, but I mean on our show. Do you like a subject what he and you want to talk about? Maybe you guys have an issue you guys could actually talk about, and then, like I said, I could do the interview part and then drop off, because that's the goal though, guys. And Billy, if you would actually do that, I'll get a hold of you. Look, Gator Bait. No, see, this is ridiculous. This is Bud Grower. I know you know this is me, Billy. That they're just playing around with the name. But yeah, this is Bud Grower, and me, I'm your hidden mod dude. And that's what I'd love you to come to the show so we could do an interview with you about your time in there, Billy. And also, of course, promote your channel while you're on ours. That's how we work it. Yeah, I didn't know if you recognize my voice, Billy. But this is Bud Grower. I actually, on this channel, I'm Bud for Vets. I don't use the Bud Grower term because, All right, then I will definitely get a hold of you. I can either text or call you since I have your number. And, of course, you can always get a hold of us, me or KY. Oh. That would be great. Now, you see that, my brother? We now have Billy the Kid We have Mr. Busby, you know, and if I like I said, a couple others, and we could have us a really good like all you know vet panel. Very hard thing to do. I'd really like that. And when I say all, you know, like a full panel, I don't want to use 10. That's too many. Once you get that many people up, it's too many. I'm thinking 6. What do you think, KY? Or KY Gator or whatever name it is you call yourself now. Are you there? You there, Stevie? Is Bill there? Am I even on here? Is this like I've like somehow dropped off and I'm in some
I
twilight
can hear
zone?
you.
Oh, there it is. Jesus, I was getting scared there. I was like, it's a part of the world
No,
not
no, no,
investigated.
no, 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 no.
No. This is Batman. Yes.
No, Twilight Zone. Remember?
Twilight
They would start.
Oh,
And then
that's right.
we control the
Yes.
horizontal. We control the vertical. And then the lines would all change, you know.
Awesome stuff, though. So
And
yeah,
as soon as we say we're leaving, all of a sudden we jump up to 10.
yeah. Now you have Epic. So happy to have you in here. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. You know, we're up to 11 now. Yeah, we keep going for a
Yeah,
little while. Just
that
go
happens.
through
As soon as we say, well, I think we're ended now. Whoop, all of a
it.
sudden we jump up 4 or 5 viewers, you know. You are here.
Oh, there you go.
I think one of my most favorite episode is the one where his guy's son walks in front of the fire truck and he has to make a choice of saving his wife or saving his son, and he has to figure out how to tie a thing to the steering wheel so as the truck moves, it puts the brake on and stops the fire truck from running over his son. You remember that one?
Yes. And that was what show?
Twilight Zone.
I don't remember that one. It sounds familiar. But
Yeah,
I keep every time I try to think of that one, I go back to the quarter one. You know where the quarter was spinning and ended up on its top hinge, and I know that's not the one.
On the edge, it ended up on
Do
his
you
edge
remember? So everything he knew what was coming because it was
because it
there.
was on the edge, and then someone else threw a quarter and knocked it over, and then it stopped.
Oh no, he did. He went out there and knocked it over or whatever,
Yeah.
but it ended it. But that's not the show you're talking about. It's not the one that they start with the guy in the deli, right? Damn, come on,
No.
dude, it's been so many years, but you know, you watch those things. Remember they had the marathons on every year?
Oh yeah, you can go to YouTube now and imagine that and watch the Twilight Zones.
Oh, I don't need to.
And of course, the show ended when Vic Morrow got decapitated
Yeah, well, yeah.
when they were doing the movie Twilight Zone, the movie.
Tends to spoil things when a head flies off.
Yeah, that's just, yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, some people are actually like, "Wow."
Did you see where what's his name said? I didn't pull the trigger on the gun that killed those people on the stage of Rust.
No, I didn't see any of that. Hey, Bell, could
He
you
released a statement today. It was on. Let's see here. I might have that.
see Billy? Billy. Hey, do you have Billy the Kid's link, Bell?
Yes, I do, and it's been dropped, and I'll drop it again too.
Oh, I that's fine. I didn't know if it was. If you already put it out, but you can do it again if you want. I'm sure Billy would appreciate it.
Okie doke.
Thank you. You know, I really need you to sign up for Discord so I could give you access to my link library.
Yes. I got a Discord.
Oh, sweet. You know, I started making custom ones, right?
You're saying that. Ones that were more with less traffic, right?
Well, no, like for example, I would customize it to each of the individual order to have like a saying for them. I put a lot of work into it because that's all I used to do. But anyway, I also categorize them. I also have what's his name? Complete list of auditors that he got. I have control of that too. Which I need someone to help me run that if we ever decide to get it up. Now we can turn that into Fee for Vets. Because I don't think he's ever coming back, brother. He gave me his entire channel and everything.
Holy.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Who did we lose? Bell, Lyle, KY, Gator. Oh, come on with the Gator.
Get this one. A Missouri hunter shoots a 16-point buck and then discovers it's a doe. The does with antlers are rare. So a 16-point buck with actually a doe is really rare.
Really?
Yes.
So did he take it and get money for the... Not to be an idiot, but can he make money off the head? I mean, lock that shit up,
know.
take there, and yeah, they're on people's walls everywhere, right? I mean, come on. And if it's rare, somebody's going to pay for it. Just saying.
I think my
Somehow
wife
you
said
gotta,
that.
you gotta hang the head and the vagina so that you know it's a doe.
You're such an idiot.
I gotta put lipstick on. Maybe you can just put lipstick on
It's got to be bright red.
Wait,
It's got to be bright red lipstick.
Come in, they see that on the wall, and what the? See the lipstick, and then there's this thing below it. And what the hell is that? And he's like, "Well, that's the vagina, so you know it's a female."
It's one of those trans bugs.
It comes. Like I said, if I.
Yeah, all right.
We're just kidding here.
Always kidding. No. Come on now. Yes. Yeah, cover. See, I want to go so bad. I have to go to the store with him, right? But that means I have to go down that nightmare at night. The worst. I avoid going down during the day. Now I get to go down at night. Pepperoni. Remember I told you what he did. We've been talking for months after he left, and one day he made a comment to me, dude, and I wasn't able to respond. But he never had a problem with that before. 4 hours. He types, "Oh, well, I guess I'm not important anymore," and just deleted his account right off mine. I heard he lurks in the 1A community. But he's willing anytime he wants to reach out to me. Other than that, I have no way of getting a hold of him. Wow. Yeah, Pepperoni, he doesn't talk to me very much, brother. I don't know if I made him upset or whatever, but if you ever get a hold of him, yeah.
Alec Baldwin. I didn't pull the trigger on the gun of the Rust set. That was on CNN today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he did.
Well, wait. I never ever questioned that because I just assumed he was even admitting it. If he's saying he didn't do it, then how do we know who really did? I'm just saying, we don't know. At that point, it's like we don't know.
He told ABC News in an interview.
Make more sense to me that he didn't know. I mean, he didn't do it because he, like I was saying before, he knows what's going on. I mean, for him not to, I don't know. But they all say they're innocent, dude. Oh shit. I totally forgot what I was trying to. Lulu. Oh. All right, pepperoni. I would love to get it, but I don't know. If he was mad enough to kick me from his friends list, I don't think I'm gonna bother him. But I'd love to talk to him because that's the case. It was just a misunderstanding. You especially know that the way I respond on Discord.
Well, you know, I have to go, so I am gonna drop.
All right, I guess
No.
you know.
You can stay longer if you want, but I have to go. I want to thank everyone for coming tonight, supporting us. Everyone stay safe, be well. Bud,
All right,
Dale,
brother.
Stevie, we'll talk to
see
you
you, brother.
later. Everybody
Yeah,
stay safe
okay,
and
well.
well.
Will you be available later?
Yeah, I'll be
Keelan?
here. I'll be here a little bit
All
late.
right. Take care.
All right. Good night.
Gil, how you doing? Good to have you in, Gil. Just like I said. The only
200 subscribers. You guys did? Yeah.
oh
We
Jesus.
need, well, 190, 187.
KY, you know you're still on the live
Go
feed, right?
YouTube, look for V for Vets. Here is the
KY. Well, I'm muting him. Especially if he doesn't know he's still live. So cooking, yay! You know what? If I'm trying to win the lottery now, you know that, right? So that if I do win it, I can get her a room. She can fly down to California. Me and Stevie can meet up, and then she can make the onion bloom and the tamales, which I know you like too, Stevie, right? You like tamales, right? Well, and even if he doesn't like tamales, you can make like a side of lasagna, which we both like too. I mean, it could be like we'll get you all kind of stuff. We'll rent out all the cooking material. We'll make it a cookathon. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of starting a new show. It's a Bud in the Morning. You know? Oh wait a minute. It's you know, and instead of like Hammer Time, and it'd be like Bud Time. See, we keep moving around in circles. That must be Stevie playing with the controls.
That's not me. That's not
No. Bell.
me.
Oh look! Oh my goodness,
Lulu up here.
Lulu.
Hey,
God, I
Hey.
wish I could really make. Could you imagine
Good.
come down here for a cookathon? Serious.
Oh my God. Plus it's California. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you got money, this is a place to be. It's like Disneyland. But if you don't have money and you're not rich, then it's not a good state to be in. That's why we will
Wait,
have
what state are you in, Cali?
yeah.
Mm.
Oh God, Lulu, no. If you have money, this is a place to come. This is where you come. If you don't have money, this is not where you want to be. This is a shithole. And we are about ready to get 1 million homeless people, conservative estimates, after they drop the eviction thing. It's over. When you have 1 million homeless people in your state, you got an issue, and they don't want to do anything to stop it. I mean, my thing would
Right.
be, don't you think you want to get these people homes and stuff? I mean, I'm just saying.
Of course.
So then we need to close off the California border, literally. I mean, no immigrants coming through, the illegal ones, none of that shit. We can't be
And how
nice
would you
about
go
it
about
anymore.
that?
I don't know, but we need to figure something out. Elsewise, like I said, California is going to just sink into the bay. There's no way the normal even with if you're paid $21 an hour, can you afford to live in LA right now? Because what you're looking at is the rent going completely and utterly out of control. If we all came together, which we did once, but with the election constantly full of crap, I mean, they voted to make marijuana legal, and it was a 80% negative, huh? Or a 70% negative. That was so full of it. Then when they reran the election, it was 97% pro. So you see, the elections are just there's something funny going on with them. And
Yeah.
we voted for rent control, and somehow we lost. That people out there really think that it's unfair to the corporate businesses to have rent control. Wow. That's because all those poor people out there that live check to check just to get the rent check. They voted yes that the corporation should get more money. But it really hit hard when the banks and the lawyers started buying up all the properties here in California. Now you're screwed. All the stuff that was set up for renters, which is really cool. We used to never have to pay for electric, gas, trash, or water. That was all covered in your rent. The minute the lawyers started buying the places, all that dropped. They started adding things like security keys, which was a big joke. You'd have to pay $50 for this key to unlock the front door, except they would literally build a front door just so they could
Wow.
sell the key. I'm not kidding. You could climb
That's
in
crazy.
anywhere. Yeah, you could walk straight down the where your cars go to get into our building. Yet they charged us $50 to $75 to buy a key to open up the front door when we could just walk down the path and walk right in.
That's disgusting that they do that. Even charge for the keys with all. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, and then their little game with right now, which really is BS. In order for me to go to look at an apartment, I have to fill out a paper that they want to charge me to process. And reality, people, is they pay $35 for the program. That's it. And they charge each one of us, if two of us go up, $100 average every time we put an application in. And then if they turn you down, like with us, because they don't agree with because they're becoming bank owners, so now you have to do a credit check to get an apartment, which is utterly bullshit. The concept of getting a security check on an apartment is nonsensical. It just is. First of all, in California to begin with, it's illegal to be homeless. All right? That's illegal. That allows the cops to harass them, steal their stuff, fine people $2,000 here in LA to help the homeless. Like when me, Graham, Tommy, Ice, and West Coast went out, the cops stopped us. It would have cost us $10,000 for feeding the homeless.
What?
10,000. Yeah. And I basically told the cop, you just write that on the back of your ass because I'll go to jail before I won't even try to pay it. I would never even ask people to give money for that nonsense. I'd go to jail. I'll be a martyr. You're not paying $2,000 to get me out of that, and that's not going to happen.
Hi, Dragonette.
But that's the way it is. And then they want to allow this rent shit to go on the way it's going, and these people have nowhere to go. But basically, what they're doing is chasing us out of LA. It's like Disney. I'll never in my lifetime go there. I was offered an entire package for free. I won't go. They have jacked the price up so high that the only people that can afford it are the rich to save the lines and stuff. So they're not an American company. The rich only comprise of like what 3% of us. The rest of us suffer so the rich can get their lines quicker and shit. Are you serious? So I'll never support that non-family again. It's like when people with welfare. I mean, and this is a rant, I know, but look at welfare, for example. I love when people used to say, "Ah, look at these people living on that welfare, just living off of my back and my hard pay." Well, okay, that's fine. I agree with what you're saying to a degree. But then when you find out that 80% of that money from welfare goes to big business write-offs for dinners and stuff, I don't see the point of bitching at the 30% Americans getting it. Why don't we just sit there? I'm getting tired of big business eating off our dough, because that's exactly what they're doing. But no, we center in on the minorities or the poor people who get the welfare and belittle them, while the corporate America who has billions, they don't need no damn tax write-off. What the hell's that all about? So I'm supposed to be giving money from a poor person's mouth to a rich person's mouth that goes, and their meals are $300 to $400 a plate? Are you serious?
That's ridiculous.
It is, and this is why we
It's
have homeless
absurd.
problem. It is. Say hello to our homeless situation. People need to stop falling for this nonsense. You see a homeless person in the street, you need to understand that is hurting you, not the rich people. It's not the rich that are hurting. They don't want us to help each other. Oh, Stevie, a mow, 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 mow. Stevie, he does all the icons.
No.
You see that? This one right here, he designs all. Well, KY helped with this one, but this is what Stevie does. He makes those. And Serious Dragon, you should make one for when he gets time. And go ahead and ask him. Now, he doesn't charge anything, but like we keep telling people, he does so much work out there and so much time that any little, gift his way would be great, but the man never asked for it. So you might want to just check with him.
Who are you talking about?
Stevie Mao. He makes all the avatars.
Yes.
He also made our business card. Him and KY.
Yes,
Nice.
he's very, very good at that.
Stevie Mao at Gmail.
Exactly. Of course, when he comes into a room, and I forgive me, I dropped the bomb, but it's the Stevie, it's the Mao, 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 bam, bam, Mao, 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 Mao. Stevie, because he's a enforcer mod. In other rooms, he's like,
Gotta have some Bam in there.
well, yeah, we got a wonderful crew of mods. We have Hammerman above, that's Bill. Slice and Dice below, that's Stevie. And we got damn it, Lulu, no more prod. You're staying with us. It's that I'm gonna start this other thing, and you're gonna come along with us. It's over. Because I want you to do your cooking show.
Okay, sounds good.
Out of theory, why don't you put videos up of you cooking? You know what you could do? Serious, I'm not kidding you. Contact some of these clothes places that are, you see them all over YouTube. They model the clothes they get. You could use those clothes while you're cooking.
Wait, what clothes?
I don't know. You get them. You go to. They get the clothes and they wear them. They show them off on YouTube, just like the makeup and stuff. Well, you could do that.
Don't worry. I got plenty of things that I could wear to show
Well,
off.
no, I was
Don't
thinking
worry.
more like, well, okay, I was going to say like maybe.
I'm just a little shy. That's all. But I gotta break out of that.
I can help you with that. I come up there and donate my time to film. Oh, shit.
I'm telling you, I'm shy when it comes to that. That's why I haven't done a live yet. But I gotta break out of that eventually.
You do, because you can do you'd be like Vanna White. I mean, that woman made a killing when she was on that show. Vanna White, all that clothes you see are either part of her company, or other people's that pay her buttloads of money to walk out on oh my God, what's the Hangman game again? It's
the Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Well, whatever. He says if Vanna White comes out there and does that, those shirts and those clothes she's wearing, because she did it and they tried to stop her from doing it, and Vanna said, "Fine, I'll just walk."
Listen, I wouldn't mind using her clothes if I was as skinny as her. But I'm not.
I'm sorry. I'm not into. I like full figured women more than I do like.
That's the
freaking-
only problem. Yeah, I would never be able to wear her clothes, but I would
No,
love
but they
to.
have her clothes in those sizes. Damn, Lulu are just. Or try to put them on in. No, you can
Just-
find.
Just squeeze into them, right?
Just squeeze them exactly.
Just
goddamn it.
try and film it.
Try. Please try.
Look at Bud. He would love that.
Goddamn right. I'd have that. See, I won't get my medicine time. I'll have a. I'll have a heart attack before I get my medicine.
God forbid.
No, I just go smiling. I'm you know what they say? If you get all serious, I'd rather go smiling than screaming. That's well. I mean,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying,
well,
dude.
screaming is good too. That
Yes,
means you had a
it
good
is.
time.
But not if you're being eaten by a crocodile or something. I'm just saying. Every time I think of death, I remember when I was 12 years old, my father took me to go see Jaws. And I get in there and I was watching that scene and because my old man was like straight out. If he said if something bothers you on TV, he says, after I get done smacking you, I'll take your TV away. Because he wasn't into that. You get scared of a movie or something. That was like, he was military type. He was just like, that's just being a wimp. Pull up your pants. So we went to Jaws and I turned to him because he looks, is that bothering you? It was a scene where what's the name was being chomped away by the shot. I said, that's horrific. That's the worst way in the world to die. My father turned to me, son, I could guarantee you any way you're dying is the worst way to die. So
And that's true. That's true.
it is. It's like, okay, but I mean, he was being chomped on. You know what I'm trying to say? I'd rather go smiling in my sleep. Wouldn't that be great, guys? If you could just die in your sleep, you don't have to be there. Anyway, this is a stupid conversation. X-Men. Oh, that's X-Men. I was gonna say she knows X-Men. Yep, X-Men. Come on now, y'all know who X-Men are. I know you know. Come on.
Of course. Of
Jesus
course.
Christ.
Hello.
What barn did you people come out of? Oh shit. But how about Marvel? Do you guys like Marvel? Just out of curiosity, did you like the Marvel series? It was all good right up to the end when they killed off Iron Man. That was it.
No, I wasn't into that. That was more like guys kind of thing. I wasn't into that.
See, honestly, Lulu, that's not. No one told you that comment, right? Because I'm not kidding you. These women that are in there have destroyed the industry. It's over. Comics are dead because of that woke nonsense and see because they were mad. They tried to.
They've been dead.
Well, yeah. All of a sudden, they came on and said that we were what were we doing? We were discriminating against the women in the comic industry. Well, see, that's like dolls, man. I know that it doesn't matter anymore in this day and age. It doesn't. But you just can't erase 60 years of culture in one day. So dolls were girls, G.I. Joe guys, footballs were guys, crocheting was girls, and it was little kitchen ovens. By the way, which I was always pissed about that. You all, I would have loved a Betty Crocker little cooking thing. My sister used to make cakes and everything else. That was like the bomb. There was nothing for guys except there was Electroset. Did you ever play with Electroset? Did you, Belle? You had that, right? I know KY did.
I gotta come back. I'm getting a phone call.
Oh Jesus! And you're already at 8. What are you down now? 3. You better hurry. Chemistry sets, exactly, all that nice stuff. But so the bottom was, just different things go to different people. Back when I was growing up. Totally lost my train of thought on that one. Electroset. No, you didn't have that, Stevie? Electroset? That was one where you could build stuff and it had engines and stuff. You did all that. Same time they came out with Log Cabin. Then, of course, oh my God, the chemistry sets are the best.
Yeah.
You couldn't sell a kid a chemistry set like that without going to jail. I'm not
I
kidding.
know.
The stuff that was in those things could make things explode. It was great.
Yeah, I like the Legos and the Erector sets and chemistry set and
True.
fireworks and boy toys, you know.
Your neighbor. Hey, guys, I've got another ant situ. I'll be right back. Well, now
Isn't it funny how like the dolls, the girl dolls were called dolls and the boy dolls were called action figures. That's so funny. And my little kids were aware of it. They're like, "Oh, these aren't dolls. These are action figures. These are Star Wars action figures. They're not dolls. That's Luke Skywalker. He's an action figure. But Princess Leia, she's a doll." But when you make voodoo dolls, they could be male or female. You just need pins. But good thing none of that works. I guess it's just a way to vent. Works in the movies though. Can blow up doll. There you go. I want a big silicone doll, but they're way too cost too much. Boom, boom, boom.
so I slaughtered him. my roommate's like, "You're today." Well, you know, I had a friend that I used to tell him he need to go in and get checked. He would take ants, right? And they had this sale one time of those little ant things. So he bought
Ant
those ant
farm?
farms. Yeah, he bought about 10 of them, and then he put poison on the top. So he wants the ants take it to the queen and kill her. This messed up shit. This is just ants, dude. I'm like, no, dude. It's more than just the ants. You really need to go in and get some psychological help. But then, you know, when we were growing up, they would catch the grasshoppers who used to be the size of your thumb or bigger, you know. Not like in Australia, they had African grasshoppers. Holy shit. Size of your hand. Literally. I'm not even kidding you. When they bit you, you felt it. But and they would strap firecrackers to them. So fucked up. So he'd see it like trying to hop away and then it'll explode.
We used to take firecrackers on the frogs and light it, and
You're an
shoot them up
asshole.
in the air with a slingshot, and then they get way up there, and then they'd run frogs. That's just what boys did back then. Lulu's back. Princess is here.
Yeah, that was a little bit sadistic with the frog dude.
Yeah, my mom used to pay us to like get the snails out of her garden, right? So she's like, okay, penny a snail. And so we'd only do it like once every week or something, once every 2 weeks. We go out there and we get 500 snails and we get them in a big bucket and it fills up the whole bucket. And we're like, okay, here's your $5. And then, okay, get rid of the snails. Like, oh, what do we do?
You pour them behind the garden so that they help your mom's garden out. That's what you do.
You can get $5 next week.
That's what's really screwed up is right now you have in Ohio, for example, they put down mulch everywhere, right, to help the trees from the freezing, but it kills off all the snails, just wipes them out.
It shouldn't. It should be able to get through that. My
No,
snails are tougher than that.
No, something in them kills them. And they were having big arguments about stopping it because
because mulch is just like tan bark and leaves.
It kills the larva, is what it does.
They must put some chemical in it.
Yep.
It's probably the fire retardant they put. Because like in my city, they like did all these things down the middle of the main roads. They beautified it and put trees and tan bark and bushes and then they figured out everybody throws their cigarette butts out into there and it's flammable. The whole thing just got all burned up. They took it all out.
You coming back up, sweetie? We put the link in there. Welcome in, princess. Yeah, so I don't know, dude. You got all this different environmental stuff, but you don't want to kill off the stuff that saves the environment. You really don't.
Right. Well, snails don't. Snails are from Europe. They're a recent thing. They're invasive.
Well,
they shouldn't be here.
I remember snails back in the 70s.
Yeah.
So
they're still recent. They're from like World War II after that or something.
Really? That they came back in the military stuff? I always wondered about that too. You know, all these restrictions of letting these things into the country, and then you got all this military equipment coming back.
Yeah, with snails all over it, hidden up all inside it.
Could be. I missed that. You know what? I wanted to go on and say hi to Mexican Long Hair and then watch his stream on the KDOT trial, but nope. I couldn't get up. So sick. OM Star, thank you for coming in. It's always a pleasure having you. Oh. At least I hope they'll find my meds by tomorrow. If not, they'll rewrite them, I guess. I don't know.
Is anybody ready for Christmas yet?
Please, I don't even think about Christmas. Well, you know, I used to live right near, and I do mean a block and a half, 2 blocks away from Del Amo Fashion Center. Oh my God, that was just the worst. My parents lived up in PV. So I'd have to try to drive from Torrance all the way up to RPV through that fucking nightmare. And during Christmas, you ain't going anywhere. You're not going anywhere at all. It is one big traffic jam in that area right near Hawthorne. I mean, and it doesn't matter what day it is either. Weekends get unbearable to drive your car because everyone's trapped. It's just so many cars and so many people coming to Del Amo. It wasn't even funny. Don't get me wrong, Del Amo is kind of cool.
In my town, they still have the fire department. Like one of the guys will dress up as Santa and sit up on and they drive the ladder truck. He'll sit in the little boom thing and they'll raise it up a little bit. And then he'll do the ho 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 thing. And they do their honking and sirens. And they drive up and down all the residential streets doing that. Kids come out and Santa throws them candy from the fire truck.
Oh shit! And that was back, by the way, in early 2000s.
They did that last year.
I can't. You're right, Em. So I can't even imagine how bad traffic is. I don't even want to know how bad traffic is. Because when I first got here, I went around with the owner of the pizza place he drive, and that was ridiculous. To go to the bank, the store real quick, and come back was 3 or 4 hours. The other day I went out with my roommate, same thing. It's nonsensical. I'm not, and then where I live is it's like a Russian roulette area here. It's like playing Russian roulette when you drive out of the parking lot. People come around the corner, which is about 10 feet away from us, about 900 miles an hour. It's like, yeah, can I go any faster down this invisible road? I can't see where I'm going. Dude, I'm sorry, but I got that was quite possibly the funniest thing I'd ever heard when Outcore was going, I can't see where I'm going, and he's still accelerating. Down a mountain road, it's dark. I can't see shit. I'm heading down a mountain. Let me pick up speed. Ends up in a ditch. He actually had to go off the main road onto the side road to land in a ditch. That was just too funny. Hey, Margaret. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for dropping in. Everyone say hi to Margaret. Where's my brother? He never responds to my texts anymore. But I'm afraid to ask you because I don't know what's. Anyway, yeah, maybe I don't know if I should even ask you. But it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's an open panel. Me and KY decided to open it after. Oh man, I'm telling you that that apples. Don't get me wrong, guys. The app when you spray that stuff to kill the ant, oh Lord, oh no, it's bad. I mean that taste. You can taste it. It smells vinegar.
I got this crazy chalk. It's called insecticidal chalk. That's the only English on it, but it's like from Chinatown. It's all Chinese writing on it. You draw a line on that, and they'll walk across it, but they die, and then they all go home. Works really good.
Oh, I know, M-Star. I see you all over the place. You're like, again, I've had to start adding, which I didn't want to do, wrenches again. I got rid of so many. It just, I've got the show now, and it's really not. But in order for me to go around and promote and work out deals and stuff for interviews, now I have to start getting wrenches again. And some, hopefully, people like Stevie Mel, who has connections up the butt, will help out.
Yeah. So Princess OPD, I'm trying to find your channel here.
Oh yeah, M-Star. There is nothing that goes on in V for Vets. Serious. We laugh about that because all those other channels we just. Literally, they'll come in here and they'll start calling us names. We don't respond. We don't do anything. We're no fun. That we're boring. Oh man, KY in here. Do you remember when they said your guy's show is boring? And like I told him, I said, "Well, the show's about helping vets. I mean, what do you want me to do? Go out there and like shoot one of them for ratings? The fact that they need help, that's not enough." Well, no, we're not going to do anything to intensify our show. This is it. I mean, we're going to start doing a lot more interviews with vets. We're going to be going out a lot more and stuff like that. But we're not doing any of the drama stuff. That's not us. We've got a great group of people with us: Bell Admin, Stevie Mao, El Mangus, S. Graham, KY Packer. I mean, we have everything we need, really, to be honest with you. We're going baby steps though, because we're a small. But to our credit, and I say this, how many little channels do you know that started up that are in the process now of getting our LLC and then backed by our 501? We have one of the most transparent channels. We're very proud of all this stuff, and we only have 313 people. That's it. I mean, we can't wait till we get to 1,000. And that's like I said. Once we get the LLC, we open up the bank account because you need AI and all this other stuff with the taxes. You have to be a real business. So that's the news we got now. Is we're just waiting for the lawyer to get back. I know. They went on holiday, and when they got back, I've worked in a law office before, so I understand the principle behind. They're busy, but we're 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 more or less just me more or less is impatient. I mean, it's just I don't know what it is about what's going on with me, but I swear to God, everything I've went for, it's been one delay after another. Uh I went for my Medi-Cal because I can't get my medicine and I'm getting violently sick. They approve it, but then they can't activate it. There was some glitch keeping it from activating. So by the time they get that and they mail it to me, and now I've got my card, the pharmacy turned the stuff back in because it was in the shelf too long. And now they resent it yesterday and they don't remember what store they sent it to, and I can't find it. So here we go. So I'm just saying, it's one delay after another. It's like, stupid shit like that. I'm like, wow. Like the grasshopper. Hot frosty snowman, welcome in. It's like so. We have a lot of cool things coming up. We got our logo. We have cards being made up for the interviews, and we have a nurse, a wound care specialist that's going to be going out with us on one show to address some of the medical needs of some of the vets that are out there living on the streets. And hopefully we're trying to find like-minded doctors that if there is something wrong with them, they'll let them go to their practice and see about what help they can give them. Mind you, now it would be just as easy, would be easy to tromp on over to the VA and say, "Hey, look what I found, Fred here." But we can't do it. We can't do that. Not allowed to do that. You have to have a clearance to do that because I could be Taliban. So working on getting that along with my first, of course, I'm getting trained, which is really cool, on, first responders medical, because I know pretty much, I did it once before, and because of the health situation I have, I know a lot about wrapping wounds and cleaning them out and, basically getting just attention to them. And that's what we're hoping to do, go out there and make sure we clean up some of the wounds they might have that may lead to something worse. So that's going to be our nurse. So we're going to probably after we get the LLC and the EIN number where we can get some donations, we're looking into getting a storage unit. Because like right now, we could use medical supplies, like a wound cleaner, cloth wraps, those things you wrap. No, I can't remember. Dude, the bandages that wrap around and you can tighten them. I'm totally at a slip what they're called. But anyway, stuff like that. Those specific gauze. Well, it's not really gauze though. It's the ones that wrap around that you can either make a pressure. And then there's a brand out there you can go buy. It's whatever, but you can make there's a difference in packing a wound. Some ACE. It's like ACE, but it actually comes from the medical field. But that's exactly what it is. It's ACE bandages, right? Those wrap around, and you can use them for, like, it depends on what the wound is. If it's like I got, they have to wrap it tight because it needs to be pressured. Whereas other wounds, you don't want to put pressure on them, especially if they're unpopped, like blisters and stuff that you get from infections outside of in the whatever. Those things you don't want to assist in making them pop. You want the skin to try to reabsorb them back into you if possible. I mean, it's creepy sounding, isn't it? But this stuff comes from infections due to compression wraps, right? This stuff comes from, and I don't know names, but I know how to do all this stuff. I know how to do the compress because that's what I use. But also when not to use them and how much to use them, because it's like if it does sound creepy though, doesn't it? Just absorbing back in. Anyway, But you wanna gear toward that first. Now, what's going on out there is you'll get these people out living on the streets. They'll get this type of infection, and you got to whatever. What if it's bursted? You have one way to do it. If it's not, you do it the other. But that has to be addressed because let go, it ends up what happened to me. And I'm not even living out in the street, and that happened to me. I mean, I stepped in that water. I was messed up. So if they get this, and if it's a plasma leak, then you're really screwed because the problem with plasma is leaks is they go straight to your blood vein. I mean, there's no way of they actually like promote it, and I have done a lot of that. I do a lot. I had to do my own wound care. No choice. Boy, this nurse that's going out to help volunteer her time, by the way, to help me. I had no insurance, so both her and her doctor just said, "Screw it, we're going to help you." Thousands of dollars worth of bandages. I can tell you that right now. It was one of the most generous things I've ever had done for me. This lady is a godsend to me. So I'm able to pay them back now with my Medi-Cal. But helping people with those wounds, I need to get certified. I mean, the doctor even said I know what I'm doing, so I just need to go for whatever tests they have and get it and get certified for a first responder. And then, keep all of us working through the VA to get our credentials so we can go out and talk about these vets. Because the bottom line is they made it hard for you to help these vets, but the reality is there's a lot of programs out there. I'm not sure if they're purposely trying to keep them away from it. They don't have a great guidance. They're not very good at their web page. It's not very good to find things. It seems to be like the fucking runaround going on. VA is not a very good place. I mean, I'm sorry. There are a few that may be good, but for the overall, they are a shithole. And what's really bad about this, guys, is it's the amount of money that we're dumping into that when we could dump it into the vets instead and still save us money. But no, we don't have time for rational thinking. I went over a whole suicide thing with the vets, lady. You're going to be hearing a lot more about that. A lot more if you can look up there and see the number, because this is a time to come together to help the vets. Every year they're losing more and more, and now it's spreading to the women. And from what they have found, it's not that hard to fix this problem. Vets have special reasons they kill themselves because of what they did. It's the coming home syndrome, and if you understand that this vicious cycle of what happens to our vets, especially the ones that go homeless, when it's something as simple as talking to them, because one of the major reasons they kill themselves is isolation. Isolation is because they can't readapt into society. They're having problems with their immediate family members because they're not used to living with a wife and a children. They have become violent. That is their nature, whether you talk about this or not. They are trained to kill. And when I say trained to kill, I mean everyone and anything that comes in their way that would stop their lives. And that's children, women, men. You go live that for 2 years, you come back, you're not quite the same person. You just, society just isn't, we don't acclimate them back into society. So then the problem is one of the major reasons of suicide is isolation. So what do you think they do when they can't talk to their own family members? And then they're I'm sorry, but this is a God's honest truth. They're trained to have balls. You don't go whining and crying for every little fucking thing that hurts you. So they don't even ask for help. So this adds to the isolation, why it exists. This is why isolation is one of the major reasons they get shot, believe it or not. And that's not if they're living in a house. I'm talking about they isolate themselves mentally. And then it leads to them killing themselves. And that's one of the things that you can do, or anyone else, if you know a vet or someone else, talk to them. Worry about insult them. Just, be a friend. And besides, if you're really a friend of a vet or anybody, I mean, just anyone, it's not just vets, it's just anyone that's suicidal. One of the major things they tell you is not to let them alone so they can echo chamber the reason they want to kill themselves. Vets have certain needs. They are not acclimated back into our community. We, as the United States citizens who waved the flag and did our virtual fucking signaling, we as a community need to start acting different when we see vets. show them a little respect, whether you agree with the war or not. I mean, just say thank you for your service. Believe it or not, this is one of the things that will lead to vets not committing suicide. And I mean, honestly speaking, I don't see a problem with that. How hard can it be? How hard can it be? You know, I have talked to a lot of people about they served for 2 years, and it's not just like going to McDonald's and working for 2 fucking years. It's like going out there with someone trying to kill you 24/7 for 2 fucking years. And even if you don't kill anyone or shoot anyone, the stuff you see and have to endure are really why we should not even have wars. But I mean, come on, man. I watched them when I was out on a station. They cut open a cow straight there and cooked it for us. I almost lost it. So I can't even imagine what it's like to see dead human beings torn apart laying in the field. But I will tell you this. All we've done in this country, it's a disgrace. Anytime you can walk by and see just one U.S. vet eating out of a trash can, we have failed. We had no problems when they were going to war, screaming, go, 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 virtual signal flags everywhere, fucking this and fucking that. Hell, we were the, go, go, I love our troops. And then they come home and there's nobody. They're eating out of trash cans, so don't tell me you care. I don't care, apparently. And we're trying. As long as they're homeless, we have failed. What promises we have made. But that's basically what Beef for Vets is about. You know, what we're trying to show people is we're just a little group of people. We're nobody. We are an ant. I'm an ant. 313 people, shit. I'm nobody. We're nobody. And yet you look what we've done. What we've done, let me see, we have fed over 300 vets. We have passed out over, at least 100 pizzas, at least 300 sandwiches. We've given out over 200 bags of, 200 to 300 bags of, can't even remember how many because we were giving out 100 each time we went out. Bags toiletries and supplies. And we're nobody. We're an ant. So can you just imagine if 5 or 10 people from each community, from each state got together and did this? How long it would go? How long it would take before we got rid of this? And then we can do the regular people. Because, because right now, I'm sorry, but California is about ready to adopt 1 million homeless people. This is beyond nonsensical. It is actually disgusting. It is humiliating as a Californian to look at this. I mean, honestly, what we're saying is that we don't give a fuck if you live on the street because we have a house to go to. Everything's good here. That's what it is. You can say whatever you want, but a lot of people like to bag on the homeless. That's beyond disgusting, but honestly, the homeless is our problem, not theirs. And if we continue to look at it like it's their problem and then making it possible for them to get out of that problem.
Yeah, we try to demonize the homeless and try to say, oh, they're drug addicts. Oh, they're beyond help. Oh, they're something. But
it is.
And people say like homeless is a choice. Well, it's not a choice for a lot of people. It's not.
No, it's not. It's not. And what's even worse is we do all that virtual signaling about the vets and how we give a shit, and then there's homeless vets. I can't emphasize enough how much money they steal from us every year from this fucking country. The massive amount of money they steal from state to state, and it's not limited to just one group. In Vegas, you had not only the firemen, which in the rescue, disgusting what they did. You had the teachers over there being just as vile as can you believe what I'm saying here? Let me say this again. The firemen and the teachers were stealing money left, right, and center. The cops were stealing money left, right, and center. This is our society. I don't know if you know what this reminds me of. Russia, back in the 80s. Well, right before the major collapse was because the reason communism wouldn't work in Russia is because they had fascism instead. gang members taking over entire areas and the money. It's how it worked there, extorting the people out of money. Well, this is what's going on here now, people. We're watching the collapse of a great nation with a lot of money that can do a lot of good for the benefit of a few. Now, you remember we had anybody else in any job and anything whatsoever would have done what they did with the housing industry, the collapse of the banks. We would have been in jail for the rest of our lives. Instead, these maggots got money to cover them, and they got big bonuses. I don't know how much more bullshit we need to sit there and watch them do before the 99% of us go, you. I mean, they could have, you know how Rome did it, people? Rome had a lot of money. Rome had buttloads of money. They had a lot of money, but they knew damn well they couldn't keep their citizens happy if they were the only ones celebrating and using the money. So what they did was they said, well, screw it. And they made the Colosseum. That was all for the people. You would go weeks and weeks of parties. That's how they would calm the people down because they'd have food and everything else. But the bottom line is...
Leo Watcher, welcome in, brother. Just wanted to give him a heads up.
Oh, Leo
I just want to give a shout out to Leo Watcher. He popped in here.
Exactly. Good to have you, Leo Watcher. So that's how you got your thing at Rome, and they went around and took
another avatar.
Well, there you go. You made that one too?
Yeah. I made a few out there.
A few. Just a couple. Maybe one or
A
two.
couple. Yeah, a couple here. One here or there.
No, but we could stop a lot of things. We could end homelessness. We could end all. If we were to cut out just 0.01% or 3% of the military spending, it would pay for every social program in this entire country.
Yep.
But no, that's why I laugh when they bitch about welfare. I'm not kidding you guys. They're, oh man, you're just living off of welfare. Wow. So the other 80% that goes to big business, you don't have a problem with that. That's all. That's acceptable. They should.
Yeah, we pay farmers not to grow corn. You know.
Oh yeah,
to keep
the prices. Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if you wanted to still do that and not put the corn out to make the prices stay where they are, you might want to go ahead and grow the corn anyway to give to the homeless, right? I'm just saying. If you have I'm just saying you could still do that. Yeah. I mean, oh wait a minute, you don't want to do that? No, of course not. You want all your tax subsidies and all this shit.
Let farmers grow pot. Let them grow a nice cash crop that they can make some actual money off of, you know.
And if y'all really still have any doubt that we're taking it up the gazoo, let me explain this little fantasy to you. In Nevada, when I lived there, it was the gold and silver miners that actually told our state that we're not going to pay any taxes. We are going to go in there and mine that shit for free. And if you don't let us do this, then we'll move somewhere else. Okay. All right. I lost the concept there. Don't you have to go where the shit actually is?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And then they use mercury. And then they use mercury to get it out of the rocks and stuff. And so now all the rivers in Northern California, all the fish are polluted.
Yep. And then it gets better. They destroy all of that, and then they tell you it's because we hire people to work here. I got a better one. How
now it's 150 years later, and you still can't eat the fish.
How about you all leave, and we'll hire Nevadans, and it'll be for Nevadans. This is the way the rich think. It's like, look at Nestle. I will never buy anything from Nestle ever again, ever. Because
they're raping the water everywhere they go.
Raping the fucking water for absolutely nothing and turning around and selling it to China. I'm like, wait, there's a problem with that. Why isn't the state collecting that money and paying it to the people? Like for social programs, tax reliefs. Do you know the only thing that slime ball, and I won't mention her name, in Antarctica, Alaska, what she did was the oil companies there all have to pay the people. All the citizens in that area get a check because everything that corporation is doing is affecting them. Now, she did this because she knew damn well she was probably going to go to jail because of her worthless husband and made the road to nowhere. And I know you guys know it. You know what that was, right?
It was the bridge to nowhere, yeah.
Not a road nowhere. It was it's not just a bridge, dude. It was this long ass road. There is a bridge to nowhere in the middle of the Amazon. Did you see that on History Channel?
Yeah, there's one in
They're
Alaska too.
abandoned. Yes, it's called abandoned structures.
Mhm.
And in the middle of this wilderness, out in the middle of the Amazon, there's this fucking bridge. It's just sitting there. It's a bridge. It's not connected to any roads. It's this one long ass bridge. Well, what turns out is when they were appropriating the money to pay for the road to go through there, they did the most expensive part first. The one out in the
Ran
middle
out
of
of
nowhere.
money.
And then they ran out of money, and then it's all just standing there in the middle of that woods. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God. Yeah, so it's just funny shit. I mean, all the money misappropriated though can go to all your, and we the people could actually make that happen, but we don't.
Yeah.
You know, the first thing,
And sometimes we spend our money on good things, like, well, I don't know if you think it's good, but like the James Webb Telescope that's going to launch in a couple weeks.
yes, I am fully into
I like
scientific
that.
anything like that. I am so much
Yeah.
into that. We need to keep going. We need to keep looking for things out in space to tell it. And we need to find better. We need to just keep going. I'm full of that. I don't care. You want to spend all that money
Yeah.
on killing people? Why don't you spend a little bit on arts and not just that, but arts too? I think we need to go back into that where we actually cared about the stuff like poems and arts and keep
We
going
had a
into
little
space.
culture, because our culture has been taken away. We're just strip malls and
Yeah, well, that's no. I was
cable
so.
news, that's our culture now. It's like, nah.
And I wanted to come back to NASA's 100% control too, and it'd be funded and stuff. Because right now, NASA's sold off parts of its organizations to private businesses who are now funding the missions. No, sorry, that stays in your greedy hands. Space and all that stuff we haven't seen yet should not be left to a private corporation. It should be a non-profit, non-private American, paid with American dollars, and then we get to see everything. They don't get to hold it back from us. This is bullshit.
Yeah, and because they're coming up with new technologies, that we're going to end up using down here, And
Yeah,
so it's great.
it should just be completely free for everybody. I think more of those big, because I went to a few of those telescope places where you were allowed to go up and look through the big telescopes.
Uh-huh.
I think those should be everywhere. And then they had one they were building, they closed down, that had whenever it showed would appear on big screens. So you could sit there and watch as it scanned the heavens. I think dude, some of that stuff is impressive as hell.
Yeah.
Remember, that's where we came from.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out.
And
because we figure the universe is 14 billion years old, and this new telescope is going to be able to look back 13.5 billion years in time. So we're basically going to see the beginning of the universe. We're going to be able to look back that far.
It'd be a real orgasm if we could see the Big Bang.
That's kind of stuff that we need to kind of know.
You're talking about that, right? About the chance of actually seeing the Big Bang because of the time differential. If we could actually get something to go fast enough out there before it was the light ray ended, we could actually see part of it.
Yeah, if we got ahead of it.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Just seriously. So, I mean, that stuff is, why would you stop that? Why would you stop funding for that? Why would you, rather than do something like that so we could go out there and see the mysteries of what made us, we'll go ahead and spend it on a few more bombs so we can end it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've got about another 10 minutes, guys. I got to get ready to go to the store.
Hey, Frostly Snowman, welcome in.
Now, you do realize at this point, Bell and Stevie, you don't need me either. Both of you can end the broadcast. Both of you can do all of that. So if you wanted to stay on after I leave, you're also, just make sure to turn it off. Make sure to shut the lights off when you leave.
Well, if Bell came up, I'd keep talking, but I'm not going to stay up and talk to myself.
Well, no, I said Bell. Oop, look at that. He closed his mic real quick when he saw you asking about him. So he's trying to sneak off. I don't know. Like I said, this wasn't a planned thing. We just figured we'd go on and talk, which is real fun anyway, and just talk about little things. That's one of the things we're trying to do. The show completely to do with nothing but vets, if all possible. We are working on getting the interviews, and like I said, we got a lot of stuff we want to do. A lot of stuff like static recordings of some of the different issues, put on little teeny videos for you to watch. The recordings that we don't put live that we've been out, we want to put premieres up for them so you guys can see it. One of the ones I really need to get to Graham so they can edit it is the one where I actually step in the water. I think yeah.
Did Graham catch that on camera?
No, Graham, I was the only one recording, and I don't remember. I'm hoping it was my camera I was holding at the time. I don't remember because I'd done work for ICE as well, but I don't know. I'll try to find it. But we were planning on doing that anyway. I need to get a fucking. I don't even know. Okay, I'm pretty stupid. I need a card apparently to record the video onto the phone. I don't.
A lot of phones don't take cards anymore, but if you got one that still does, that's cool.
Oh, so my phone it may not even go. Then where does it record it to? Oh, I see what you're saying. It would just be.
It just records it on the phone.
Just on the phone into.
You could upload it to like Google Photos, and then they'll keep a copy for you. If I take a video, it automatically Google Photos has a copy.
I thought someone said you had to fix that in settings.
I know you should go to your, because it's probably on your phone. Just go to Photos one of these days and just look at all your photos and videos that they already have that they save for you. They got a lot. There's a limit. I don't know, some gigs, and then at some point, you got to give them $10 a month to keep saving it. But you'd be amazed. They had pictures from back in the 80s from me. I had no idea. My kid showed me because my phone got wet, and I thought everything was gone. All my pictures were gone. Everything. My kid's like, no. I got my new phone. He's like, go to Photos. I clicked on Photos, and everything's there. They had copies of everything.
I didn't do that, dude. So I messed up, whatever. But whatever. Like I said, I'm planning that to go out and interview, which is what the cards are for, because to make sure, because I won't go up there with a camera at first. Learn that lesson real quick.
You want me to print some of the cards, and I could mail them to you?
Oh God, yeah. Go out. I'm gonna pass them. Because you know what I'm going to do, right, Stevie? I'm going to go to the VA. I'm going to go to those different places, and I'm going to pass out the cards to the people coming in and out. Talk to them about the channel.
There you go.
And then it's the Elk Lodge, isn't it? That's ex-military, is that what the X is? Most of the vets go there, or is it the Lion Club? Or
I got an Elks Lodge right near me, and they look like vets. They wear vet hats and stuff a lot, so
that's what I thought.
I think it's the Elks.
Because, like I said, groundwork, which is all good.
Yep.
All right. Well, it is really a little bit early, but we're down to 4 people. We've been on for 3 hours and 15 minutes. I appreciate everyone coming in. Frost, M-Star, Leo Watcher, always good to have you here, brother. Anyone know any vets or have any family members that are active military that you would like to introduce our channel to? Send them over. We'd love to talk to them. We'd love to have them in our room. We're getting ready to go now. Anything you and Bell want to say?
I think we covered everything.
All right, guys, and thank you for showing up. Stay safe and take well, and we'll see you the next time. Butt out.
All right, bye, guys.